Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever. I should watch that movie again. Hi, welcome to Let's Talk FGO. On this episode, we'll be telling you about the scattered, scandalous details we have for the new Halloween event. And also, Saber Wars II was announced. Does it use Roman numerals? Does it use the number 2? Find out on today's episode. Hello, I am one of your hosts, Omega. With me, as always, is Lucky, and we're just a couple of dandy guys in space.
I like booties.
That level of energy for being dandy guys in space is about appropriate. I've been a little sluggish today, and Lucky's had a whole thing this week.
I am only maybe alive, I think.
I'm only a tiny bit dead. I just shaved off a little bit of my soul. I'll be alright.
He'll live. But in regards to that, I hope everyone else is enjoying Fade to Grand Order, aka Bare Bones. And while we here at Studio Mega like to bring you the latest in FGO-related news and memes, we will be talking about current and future events about the JP and EN version of the game, so anyone not want to spoilers should go fight over spelling like animals.
Spoilers. I've gotten a couple of questions about this, both in mailbag and on our Discord. Double spoilers, because I haven't released the Wanted yet. That was the day I was definitely a little bit dead. I definitely died a little bit, was the day I was going to shoot that, and I just couldn't, because I got like 4 hours of sleep. But I also have to deep dive on how, truly, there are so few things you should give a fuck about this, because, oh my god. The variations, guys, you don't even know.
That's an airbrush! That's not the eraser!
No!
I just made Ilya look like a fucking porn star. Good job, me.
Pregnant pause, a side glance. Moving swiftly on. As always, after our sweet, sweet intro, the bestest intro, we would like to remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our lovely patrons. They include Amda Harpak, Comics, Kazima, Architect 10, Blex, G, Carlos, Dragon, Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, Jonathan Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Region Raptor, Rogue Robin, Sharvar, Shawnee P, some guy named Bob, 723, and Varen the Crow. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. And if you want to support us, throw us some of your cash, consider supporting us on Patreon. Anyway, thanks, everybody. As Lucky fumbles with his tools.
Listen, I accidentally had the black airbrush, it went askance, it went right over our eyes, just big black bar right over the eyes. It was like,
You should, save that version and, post it on, Twitter or Patreon as, sometimes things happen.
No, it's already done.
Okay.
I've already moved on. I'm trying to get this done.
Funny errors. I wonder someday it would be, no, it's probably not worth it. It doesn't take you that long if you concentrate on it. It would be worth, streaming you make the thumbnail.
Well, I could always do that and then start working on stickers and emotes.
Could do an art stream. Those are funny. What would be our next live show for Let's Talk FGO? What are we at right now? 210 something, I think. I'll think about it. I'll look into the schedule. We should throw the live show bone out every once in a while, especially because hey guys, welcome to another one of those shows. Cause Lucky wasn't kidding about the bare bones thing. You have saved us by virtue of 28 comments so far in mailbag. Holy shit. So there will be a back end of this show, kind of. But, we will obviously do one for New Year's, but I'm wondering if we should or need to be doing one before that. Because, hey, guess what? During these dull episodes, 211, I thought it was something like that. During this last few weeks when fucking nothing has been happening in FGO, y'all haven't been watching as much. Probably randos haven't been searching for FGO stuff or not. So the views and the subs have been slipping a little. We'd love to juice you up. This episode will not do that. This episode is just going to be me and Lucky being tired lunatics talking about things, most likely yelling. I don't know about a Thanksgiving stream. Black Friday would be funny. But, Thanksgiving week, I don't know. We'll have to see what our plans are and stuff. I have absolutely no idea what we're doing. We've just moved, but the pandemic is over. We might decide to go someplace or drag some people here. Anyway, you're not here to talk about my life situation. You're here to talk about FGO. So, let's continue the show. Did you see what I did there? Anyway, let's check in with everybody's favorite kohai, Mash.
Senpai! 起きてください.
That's right, everybody. It is time for Wake the Fuck Up Senpai, regular segment for pro tips. I have a simple one this week. I would just like to remind you. I forgot. This was such a non-thought to me, I forgot to include it in the pregame, but they did mention it at least in the news release. Saber Wars II does require a Solomon clear if you're catching up, so heads up, everybody. If you're a little behind on your story, go ahead and mosey on into it and see what's the ups. And from there, we just skip records. Robin will write something funny. Just throw it past. I haven't really done anything this week. Lucky hasn't done anything this week.
No, we're gonna go into Not the World's Evil because, Jesus fucking Christ. So, like, late Sunday, probably, like, early Monday, I came down with a cold. Like, it was just bad. Like, just the works. I'm, slightly died. I lost all concept of time and space. I've missed work for, like, an entire week. It sucks. It kind of sucks. And because I've been in this, non-existing in time and space, I have been horribly unable to actually play my gacha games. I have done almost nothing but read and binge Netflix this entire time. And every time I think I logged in, it's like, wait, it says I logged in. It says I didn't log in. When did I log in? I don't fucking know. I don't know if I don't know if there's like this pre-campaign that has, some good stuff in it is one of those consecutive ones, or if you miss one, you're done. But Lucky is completely and absolutely just bodied his fucking login streak again. I'm just like, God. I've done that with actually, like, all my gacha games. Luckily, I think FGO is the only one that's, like, super uptight about their login streaks. Just slightly cumbersome, now I think about it.
Yeah, just the fact that they do the weekly schedule. I mean, the fact that they do the weekly schedule rather than monthly is more consistent, because that's kind of the annoying thing about other games that do the monthly is, like, you miss, like, 2 days, and then you're usually fucked out of something really good at the end.
Yeah.
Whereas with FGO, yeah, you lose the week, but you reset it at least to the beginning of the week. God knows what would they even add if they made like a 4-week check-in? Every 4 weeks you get 2 tickets. But yeah, FGO is a little uptight about that usually. A lot of their later stuff either simultaneously has like 2 sets of logins, or stuff is now what do they call it? It's not consecutive, it's total. There's a better word for that. Cumulative, yes, I was about to say. There's a better word for that starts with C, but I can't think of it right now. But, yeah, no.
Stop it!
It's life.
Life!
It's true, every 50 logins is a free 10 pull. But that's, every month and a half? It's a little more than a month and a half. Every not quite 2 months? Every 5 fortnights?
5 fortnights would be fucking 70 days.
That's right. What is a fortnight? Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks,
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't actually like 10 days, but I was like, I can't think of a funnier unit of time. I'm pretty sure there is some dumb ye old English word for like a 10-day.
A tenner?
A tenna? But now, here we are. Here we are talking about time and space, as we do. They're the same thing. Time is space. Space is time. Time, space. Space, time. Time, coin. Coin, time. Anyway, I want to ask you, did you finish your master missions? To do so, this week, you will need to perform 30 FP summons, defeat 3 evil servants, defeat 3 good servants, defeat 15 heaven-type enemies, defeat 15 earth-type enemies, acquire 4 gems or statues. I tried to read 2 lines at once there, and that still doesn't work me. Those are my 2 weaknesses. Trying to breathe water, haven't cracked that ability yet. Trying to say 2 lines of text in my bulleted list at the same time. But, yeah, that's did you finish your master missions? I know I scratched off a few of them earlier today myself. Remember, hands are heaven-type enemies. So, yeah, just, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. No, I don't need to farm eggs, guys. I need to farm steaks, but I am absolutely not doing that because that's miserable. Because you need 12 steaks per skill before you get to 15 eggs per skill. Buddy, pal, friend. I told you, I wrote one it already. I just haven't had time to shoot it yet. I mean, steaks aren't that bad, but you do still have to drop them. Bronze mats are miserable. Honestly, I'm not going to try and immediately 10-10-10, or I'm just going to aim for getting that battery up anyway. You'll see more of this when we talk on That Wanted. Stay tuned. Watch it. Watch it with your friends. Oof. Sorry, somebody in chat just said been trying to get 1 egg for the last 2 days. I know that feel, buddy. But we do have a little bit of news.
Yay.
The JP has formally announced the Halloween event, kind of. They've announced the announcement of the Halloween event, and they gave us a name. So, this is basically part 3 of the Halloween preview, but they cleared out, the actual title of the next event is Halloween Rising, ! The Queen of Sandstorm and the Apostle of Darkness. Robin, I liked it better when you said Desi. With a Y. It was funnier. But, they added yet another campaign.
So clearly Desi is the Southern American form of Des.
Anyway, yeah, get out of your egg jokes now, kids. Anyway, like I said, there was a 3rd pre-release campaign announced, which is log in for 7 days to between 10:14 and 11:1 to get apples, some silver and gold apples. Bonus servants for the events have been revealed, and they get double FP, double suck chance on EXPs, and half AP rank ups. Keep in mind, they explicitly pointed out, because Liz is on this again, these do not stack. They overlap. So you don't get, like, quarter AP rank ups and ×4 FP. It's just, they are concurrently running some double FP campaigns that happen to overlap. But some of them will end before we get to there. So, the list of servants we have for the bonus list, I'm sure some of you will find this quite intriguing. We have Mordred, Brave Liz, Saito, Dion, Tsuna, not that Tsuna, the other one, Bedivere, Napoleon, Tota, Robin, Liz, regular, Hector, Scheherazade, Caster Liz, Old Man Lee, and both Mecha Liz's. You will notice there are not a lot of extra servants on this list, and there are, straight up, no Berserkers and no Riders. Now that should be a problem when you've got 2 alter egos, but they are single target, so no idea what this will make things out for farming. We have to see if there's, like, bonus damage, if it's just, like, bond bonus, drop bonuses, whatever. We don't know. We just don't know. I do think it's interesting and quite appreciate the fact that there are quite a few launch servants on this list. Holy shit, I may have a reason to bust out Tota. Haha, I lied. It'll be Robin. No offense to Tota. It also won't be Hector, but that's because I have an NP5 list. But some old school FP units are on this list, which is always good to see. And obviously, being a Halloween sequel, a fuck ton of welfares, some of which you will have just acquired in JP. So good on that.
Yay.
I also personally love to see Mordred in there. Maybe we'll finally get that CE that redropped Drew like 2 years ago. Who knows?
People are still on egg.
People are still doing the egg joke. Anyway, we told you all that to also tell you that the live stream is on 10/20. The guests of honor are Rumi Okubo, voice of Liz and the Stolf, and Aoyuki, voice of many people. Many, many people. It's the Viking counting system. 1, 2, 3, many. That could work. That could work. I know somebody said in chat Apostle of Liz could refer to Liz Japan, since rockers sometimes call themselves Apostle of Darkness. I could see that. That could be like a hardcore punk rock metal kind of a vibe, which Elizabeth Japan does have. I genuinely don't know if I want Elizabeth Japan to be like a welfare standalone or just be a costume. I don't feel like she did a lot different to be like in a different class, but hey, who knows? Who knows what they do?
I think I would appreciate Elizabeth Japan as one of Liz's Lancer costumes.
Yeah, I mean, Lancer Liz has never gotten a costume change, other than the fact that she's one of those units who has one Ascension sprite, which is really, really different from her other Ascension sprites. The hat. Yeah, so there's a lot open there. We should also throw this out there. In addition to our wild speculation about what the hell Aoyuki's doing on the stream. Because she doesn't voice anybody in that bonus servant list, guys. Now, she could just be there just for funds, though. But...
they have to pay her. There's something
there's a stage appearance. Yeah, no, there's some, like, not even, Ayuko Kawasumi is on this, and she's on, like, all of them just because Saber's face is on the app, and they could always have a reason for her to show up.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so in addition to any wild speculation there, I would like to point out some wild speculation. Some people are suspecting this may be our final cash-in on the Dark Mary sprite from the Requiem collab all those long 2020 ago, that is a trigger that has as yet gone unpulled, and people have noticed the icon. Which did you put that icon in the thumbnail?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Okay, yeah. So the people can look at our lovely video screen right now, or you can check the thumbnail if you're watching this. Not watching this, you're listening to this audio. You can check the thumbnail I posted on Patreon. It's got a very, very crystally, sparkly, shiny, gemmy castle.
Yeah,
There's
very much like
heart in that exclamation point.
It's very much like a kind of alludes to maybe Marie Antoinette's Crystal Palace, and Dion and Napoleon on there, who are French servants.
Yeah, and that is unusual. And who knows, maybe Aoyuki's on there because there's, like, we've got Saito on there. That could mean that there's a Shinsengumi connection. There's not a lot of other Shinsengumi characters, but who knows. I do appreciate they're bringing back Robin Hood. He's always had, a decent connection with Liz. Old Man Lee versus Lancer Lee is interesting. That's a Gouda thing rather than a extra thing. Yeah. It's listen, I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm glad to see this list, and not just because I will get all those FP on my 10-10-10 Mordred and level 100 Mordred in a few years. The Saber slot is locked up, boys. But I think there's some interesting things there. Mary doesn't have an animation update yet, does she? Is she still in Caster Balls?
No, she got an animation update.
Oh, she did. I cannot remember the timing for these things that haven't happened to us yet.
Yeah, because when was it?
The ceiling event. You're going to need to be more descriptive than that. Oh, CEO. Okay. Phone posting.
Oh.
During Amazon CEO? Really? I don't remember that at all. Okay. All right.
Well,
okay,
cool.
cool.
Actually, if I remember correctly, wasn't this didn't the fucking Liz trilogy also bring up the CEO and Robin Hood's costumes in it? I think so. Might have to double check, but
no, I think that was an earlier update. Was added those to the Red Prism shop, but was it Halloween? It might be. I mean, that would make sense because remember, Amazon as CEO is technically a Halloween joke, even though it's also a Servant Universe joke. Let me double check.
Yeah, but no pins on the bonus list, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, and technically it was the Halloween comeback campaign that included the adding to the Rare Prism shop.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Or was it the Halloween trilogy? Let me double check.
I could have swore they just put it in.
Game update. I think they did. I'm just trying to find it. I don't see it anywhere.
I could have swore I saw it when I was looking at something.
I feel like I wrote that in my notes. Was that for there it is. Okay, Da Vinci's Workshop update. It was in part 2 when they did the Liz rank ups. Yeah.
Okay. That
was Amazon as CEO and Summertime Hunter. So yeah, that is technically the pre-release campaign, the Halloween trilogy when they dropped that. Which, for Amazon S, makes sense because that costume happened first in Halloween 3.
Yes.
So, I don't know. But, I mean, if there was... We don't have the Amazon as CEO event over here, obviously, so we can't compare the script to see if there were more hints that we missed. I do believe that Liz... Didn't Liz say her thing about Halloween during... Little Big Ten?
Yeah, it was during the Kichihogan event, yes.
So, yeah, I don't know if there's a direct connection there or not. Though, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The stream is on the 20th. I am dead certain that the way these events are paced out, that'll be the drop day. They'll drop it probably the 20th, right after the stream. Nissan will come out. He'll be like, "Look at this," and then he'll throw a smoke bomb on the ground, explode into 30 Saint Quartz, and leave us with the event. As you do.
As you do.
But yeah, so I'm excited for the new Halloween, but once again, they haven't really told me a lot, so we'll see what happens.
Bated breath.
It sounds cool. I love that Halloween's, coming back, and it seems like in a big way, possibly in a slightly slow play way, as we continue to stall for time. Though, I don't know, I mean, there's a decent number of quests in the Halloween trilogy to work through to get all your Lizzes, so a little bit of wiggle room is not wrong.
Well, I know it's good for everyone who missed, the first 3 years in some fashion. But for people who already have it, it's just kind of be all okay.
I mean, I believe it's a free Rare Prism for every Liz welfare still.
Yeah, so, but I mean, people who play it are not necessarily going to sit and read the entire damn thing. Probably.
No, probably not. So yeah, it's
Jesus. I bet some of the people who haven't done it aren't even reading it. They're just like, no, I don't care. Get Liz.
No, and also, I mean, there's the story comparison, right? There's only one quest for the first year's Halloween, but I don't really know what that could cover other than Liz stole Halloween to sing at you. It was bad. We booped her. The end. Because year 1 FGO writing, not always the best, not always the most sensical. But yeah, I don't know how hard people are taking it, or if we needed 2 whole weeks for it, but whatever, it happened. We'll see where we go. But JP did drop us another event, which is slightly fillery, but it counts. It lets them do some stuff. Also, this lets us talk about another thing in news. Fate Grand Carnival 2nd Season release campaign commemoration from the 12th until the 19th. So this is why I'm they're going to release it the 20th. So this celebrates the fact that the second Blu-ray has come out. I believe you can find the second set of shorts on the internet, if you dare. Still no word on official English release, I believe.
Out there.
I'm dying over here, Aniplex. But to celebrate this campaign, it's double FP for Mash, Osakawa Hime, and Aresh, because they are featured heavily in the preview materials, in the promotions. There's an Aresh summoning campaign, so that's cool. I literally, before this got announced and happened, or I think right about the time it got announced, I had literally written in my notes for Wanted that Spishtar doesn't have a 3rd rate up yet. But I was like, but she's a Rin face, so she will sometime. And I'm like, this just further proves my point. Let's slap that extra rate up in there somewhere. But it also introduces a new 4-star CE. What was it called?
Oh, something of Winter.
Yeah, I linked it earlier. I'll scroll up. Unlike some people in Discord, Crystallization of Winter. So it's a new 4-star CE. It features Ilya. It has the same mechanical effect as Imaginary Element. So start with 60% NP, 75% MLB. I'll continue to fire those shots. There's one guy. He's the only guy who does the fuck up and doesn't take it back on his own. So anyway, the new CE will be permanent after this campaign ends. They also warned us that Verdant Sound of Destruction, which is the 4-star Buster Up CE that has Ilya on it and has been in for 6 years, will be removed after this campaign.
Yes.
So we're continuing our rotating out of like the first 5 years of CEs forever for like 4-star and up. No longer be able to get it on tutorial roles, no longer be in the story gacha, and replacing it with some new stuff. It's interesting that they seem to be replacing the mechanics of them asynchronously. Like, I think Imaginary Element was already rotated out for some new Sakura CEs, but the effective Imaginary Element didn't get rotated in until this new CE, so that's a little interesting. But, yeah, that's neat. Speaking
I
of
guess they're doing
CEs,
it by characters.
yeah, I guess that's what it seems like. They're doing it character-based, not effect-based. So when they shuffle stuff up, it's interesting. I mean, it's an okay thing. The CE looks nice. It's in the thumbnail. Mm-hmm. You can see it right there.
Except for Zeltward. Zeltward's K-Scope just stayed. Zeltward's like, no, now we have two Zeltward K-Scopes.
Yeah, they were just like, you can have K-Scope with that guy, and then more K-Scope with this guy at defense. Everybody's got their K-Scopes. But anyway, yeah, speaking of CEs, there's a commemorative quest for a CE that has the promo image on it. It's all in our thumbnail.
Yay.
So, yay, do more quests, get more CEs.
Live your best life.
Speaking of do quests, get CEs. NA, the news. It finally happened. Saber Wars II to the beginning of space. Starting the 18th, going to the 31st. Yay.
Yeah, so it was not actually happening this week. I'm a little surprised.
No. Yeah, so some people speculated it would drop Friday, but a lot of people counted out based on when the pre-release campaign started and how it worked out for Japan. It would be Monday. Mm-hmm. So technically it'll be like Tuesday morning, I think, because it starts at like the time on the 18th or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll, figure it out on the gold time zones. Gotta double check everything. Just so I don't get bamboozled by fucking time again. But yeah, no, it's the 18th to the 31st. A fair number of people expected this, and the event seems to be pretty normal. No additional updates as far as we can tell so far. No additional, quality of life ads or anything. No special banners. It just is going to happen. There will be maintenance, of course. It'll fire up, and it'll be here. They made sure to cover all the important bits, get to the end of the story to upgrade MHX's skill. You can get your Ultra Heroine Z costume, talked about the bounty quests and the Goddess Scripture quests and all the shit you need to be able to look out for. There was a CM. Yay. If for some reason you don't know anything about Saber Wars 2, go back to last week's episode and watch that one again. It had the pregame in it. Yay. Yeah, it told us to roll the gacha, all the important bits. I mean, every time you scroll to the bottom of an announcement that comes with a summon banner, they're like, and look at this!
Summon like, you banner. Want this, yes? I'm like, yeah.
You want the shiny?
Like, yeah.
I have nearly 200 Sate Quartz for the shiny.
I don't. I'm probably gonna blow my load on Spishtar. What I have, then I'll spend money, and then if I don't get her in whatever I have, I will just hold on until the MHX save on her, and I'll spend money on that. Watch, I'm gonna get like 2 Spishstars, no Calamity Janes, and like have no CEs. I'm just be all like, why?
Suffering.
Violence. No, that's a lie. I'm gonna get a fuck ton of event CEs. I always do. I never don't get event CEs.
That's good at least. Because I have done some of these things where I did not get a lot of event CEs, and it sucks. I don't have a lot of tickets, but like I said, I managed to recover nearly 200 Sate Quartz because they took so long to post the event, so I'm happy. Yay, stalling. But with all of that, that's all of our mainline news. How long did we? Well, I managed to faff that out for like 30 minutes, 27 minutes, 37 seconds. Fairly decent.
Oh yeah,
start.
no, that's why I I have to roll because I'm not living without that MHXA CE.
No, the CEs are sick.
So,
but,
with that though,
yeah.
with that, we're gonna move into mailbag. Do people want me to live stream my rolls? I could.
People do usually watch those.
Oh, we'll see. I'll think about it. So, with that though, it's time to start this week's Let's Talk HDO mailbag, the segment where we read what you have to say and comment accordingly. This week, I will refresh and be kind. Oh, we're still only at 28. Wow, there was no literal last minutes. And if you put them in now, you're too late.
I think we milked the last minute ones.
I think we did. But we got 28, and because we have no back half, we're just going to go through them all.
Yeah.
Go through them all.
We're gonna see
except for the ones that'll get yeeted. There might be.
Who knows? I tried several times during today to skim them. Because, yes, we should say before we say anything, yeah, mailbag was late this week. It rolled around to Thursday, and in my own fugue state, I was thinking about stuff, and I was like, wait, Lucky, did you post mailbag? And you were like, no.
Actually, didn't I actually go, like, let me see here. Let me check. Channel.
No, you did the
I was
new,
like,
but on not.
Yeah, I didn't, this is like one of those things of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Listen. When Lucky types, that's how I speak. I will literally just draw bubbles. I'll be like, no. This is why I tap in caps a lot. I don't caps lock for cool. I caps lock because I'm fucking loud.
But yeah, so mailbag was delayed because of Lucky's cold. Obviously, he also wasn't on our Monday stream for Kina.
What was that, by the way?
Oh, it's fine. We get to blow stuff up now.
Woo! Explosions. But surprisingly, 28, which is pretty up there. It's pretty up there. So, we will get started right meow. And the first one comes from the Empress that us really looking forward to being a space cadet. I'm pretty sure that us is supposed to be is, and I'm gonna red marker that. There we go. But they say, hi guys, I'm just hoping that you are both doing well. No. I was in a burnout myself, and then remembered to do the second recap quest for MSX just in time for the Adventures in Space that'll begin on Monday. Take care, guys. Smiley face. Big smiley face.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That is a sticker idea. Mailman Tay-Rabbit.
Do I still have that image? Actually, hang on.
I do believe that was a doodle one week, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll see if I have it still. I might. Actually, give me 1 second, because now it's gonna bug me.
Anyway, while Lucky is looking, thank you for your well wishes. Yourself, commenter. You know who you are.
Yes. Super appreciate. Let's see here. Is it in props? No, it's not in props. I have too many fucking of these folders.
That's always that's another thing I have. I'm like, where the fuck did I put this image? Like, for instance, I've also made the wanted thumbnail. So I decided to go back to the classic style of the wanted poster rather than our new flashy style with like the background and the red targets. Because I was like, this literally looks like the wanted posted items that are in the quest. That would be funny. But
I do still have it.
I was like, where the fuck did I put that? There it is.
I don't know if I can fit that into a sticker, but I could probably squish it. I also have other random ones here. Here's Christmas Lucky.
That was our overlay for a Christmas stream, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And here's the New Year's Rabbit.
T-Rabbit just likes to hide the things, I'm noticing.
But I found it. Honestly, looking at that, I'll probably want to redraw that, but I'll definitely.
Okay, we're getting started again. Sorry, it lagged there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. My headphones were a little loose, I guess.
Very precarious. So, we finished the first question, and I went and dug up some old-ass art assets I might have to update, but make some stickers, thought of some other ones, and I fussed about a bit. So, we will now move on. Mm-hmm. And this next one comes from an Artorias Stan, who says, greetings, good luck on your rolls, hopefully everyone makes it to the other side of the Saltpocalypse. Also, yes, I've been watching over Sickcaster Productions. After your many recommendations, I am having a great time. Thank you for your time and patience. Edit, Omega, congratulations on winning the progression tournament.
Yes.
Oh, Omega.
Yes, I got my first victory, and as usual, everyone was really salty to me as the winner. But it's okay. They didn't actually destroy my deck or anything. I'm fine. I complained about it, I believe, off mic quite a bit, but I feel like there's a slight inordinate pressure that only when I make a deck that's really good and wins a lot do people start getting really feisty, and I'm like, alright guys, calm down. Until this week, literally, when I beat Loth, I had more losses than Loth, who is our quote-unquote worst player in the format. So, like, I don't want to feel like I've been feeling unusually pressured here. But I gotta win out, and we'll continue to have fun, and you guys can see how much fun we have by watching Progression Tournament. Also check out Fail Betrayal. I made a funny thumbnail this week. And I think it worked, because that stream got quite a bit more views than the last one we did.
Like, it just holds up the only 4 Pokemon cards he owns. They're all Dragon Maids.
You said Pokemon, Lucky.
Did I say Pokemon?
You did the thing.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's okay, you're virus drunk.
I'm virus drunk. Anyway,
that reminded me of yet another story we'll have to talk about on WhatsApp.
But yes, my only 4 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have. I'm still waiting on the next set.
Very funny, because somebody's going to ask you a question about something later.
Okay.
But so yes, thank you for your luck and well wishes, and your congratulations. Hope you also do well.
Okay, I must be putting up some serious heat, because even with my window open and it being 50 degrees outside, I'm still pleasant. I must be radiating some fucking heat right now. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you still feverish from your cold?
I don't know. I haven't took my temperature in like 2 days because, I'm just like, fuck life. Bed.
Yeah. You could still be running a little hot. Who knows? That is it's always a weird thing with me. I very rarely get chills. Usually when I'm feverish, I'm just like, dude, I'm fucking hot. I'm dying. Like, it's not like, maybe it's because I've lived in Florida a lot. It's not like, oh, everywhere else is cold. It's like, oh my god, this room is 5 million degrees. I'm 5 million degrees. I'm burning up.
I'm on fire. Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
literally. On fire!
So, we're gonna move on though, so thank you very much. This next one comes from the intermittent Mothra, rather lukewarm, yet curious about the approaching event. There's a lot of capitals in this. Do you not capitalize T's in these kind of things? I don't remember.
If it's a title, you don't actually capitalize the.
Yeah. So, marker! But they say, salutations to the Omega and Lucky. Thanks for all the scrumptious content. Sending positive... Kaiju, they put the fucking dash over to you. You have to do some Unicode shit for that. Well, considering this person whose name is literally... Is it all Greek characters?
Yeah,
yes.
it's 4 Greek letters.
I guess they would know some. Anyway, sending positive kaiju vibes your way, and hopes that they reach each of your futures will brighten and the hope that each of your futures will brighten and blossom into an unstoppable embodiment of glorious victory. You are wordy. Like, I'm not gonna tell people, like, do not embrace your vocabulary, but I swear to God, I think the average syllable count here is 4? No, it's 3.
You can tighten that up there. It's okay. You can still write a New York Times bestselling novel and throw some fucks in there.
Yeah, no.
Hey, guess what we're going to talk about on What's Up, Lucky? Books.
What?
It's going to be books.
I saw. Don't worry, I got books too, but I read my books.
Fuck you, I read both those books.
Yeah, but you read all the other ones, like the ones I've sent you?
Correct, not yet. But also, well, I don't want to get into it too much, but you tweeted at me about how you making the backlog bigger, and I was like, haha, you fool. The backlog wasn't bigger. By the time I bought that book, I'd already read one of those books. The backlog stayed the exact same size.
So clearly what I need to do is I just need to start sending Omega just books. Like, I'm gonna buy a book, then it's like, send Omega a book. And I'm just gonna pressure him.
No, my poor shelves, I don't have that much space. And my 2 Locked Tube series made it very tight on that shelf. I did put them right next to Tanya and Saga of Shironoko, though, which are the other books I hadn't read yet. So now every time I look at them, I'm reminded of my other failures. Mocking me.
The problem is I have to actually think of books that Omega would read. Because I just read a lot of just whatever, but...
That reminds me, I had to double check with Aconite. It's been like 2 years since they published an L5R novel. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Tune into What's Up. It's a great show. It's really good. We're going to move on to our next question, I think.
So, thank you for that. This next one comes from the Tyrant King, whose wallet is vibrating really, really hard at the possibility of Tiamat. I mean, shoot for the stars, just don't be upset if you miss. But they say, hey, Schirmer Jaegerman. Wait, no. Schmitty Werman Jaegerman. Is that how you pronounce it? Schmitty Werman Jaegerman. Lucky.
I'm not that good at my Germanic.
And Mr. Kraftnik, why is his so short? I recently found some nice anime sleeves for my Vanguard card with the same size as Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And these types of sleeves are really hard to find because usually they are either for Magic or Pokemon sized cards. So I was wondering if you had any sleeves that you thought were to your taste but found that they were too big. Or what sleeve design that you found that you liked. Either way, take care and have a nice evening. P.S. If I remember, I'll post the sleeves I found in chat. Does Ryan get it? No, that was someone else. Toronto, where's your fucking...
Yeah, if you're here, show the sleeves.
Show the sleeves.
I've also, by the way, this is the question I was thinking of with the thing, because I'm like, wow, Lucky buys like 4 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and still the people are asking about sleeves. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So, yes, this does actually bring up a point. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are Japanese trading cards size. Lucky actually asked me about this for, like, putting his Dragon Maids in something, and I had to double-check the size.
It's my phone.
So they are slightly smaller than standard U.S. trading card sizes, which I believe, like Pokemon and Magic, are about the size of a playing card, which are smaller than full-ass size tarot cards, which are huge, but that's a different question. So you do need to be careful about ordering sleeves, but this is why, to answer your question, why I just buy official sleeves from Konami like a scrub lord. Back in the day, the old school day, I had some official classic Upper Deck sleeves that they made because they were producing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game over here for a while before they sold counterfeit copies of the game to other companies, and Konami got very mad at them.
As you do.
In case you guys haven't heard that story, Upper Deck Entertainment produced counterfeits. They sold the printing rights to produce counterfeit Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards to subcontractors to make a little extra money on the slide, and Konami found out, and they were displeased, especially when Upper Deck tried to be like, actually, these markers are these card identifying markers are our trademark, not your trademark. And they're like, nope. Yeah, you got the big boy clear plastic holders.
Yeah, I got the big boy clear plastic ones because, like I said, Lucky has big fat fingers.
Yeah.
So I'm not very good at sliding them in and out. So I'd rather have something that I have a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, top loaders are good for that.
Yeah. So I might. What I was actually thinking is I actually might get some of the cheaper. Not necessarily cheaper, but can you see it in that one? You can kind of see it on Laundry Dragon made. There's actually it's in a one of the plastic ones, and then it's in the top loader.
Yeah, I can see it. It's in a clear plastic one. Yeah.
So I might do that just to double up on the layers, but as I don't actually plan on taking these out and shuffling around, I actually what did I?
I do believe double sleeving is the preferred for this kind of display. You would probably want to do the double sleeve. I think I got some clears. I could probably fill an envelope with some clear plastic sleeves because I've bought a lot of singles in my day.
Oh no, if you don't want them, I'll definitely take them. But
I literally have a section in my box of Yu-Gi-Oh things filled with top loaders and clear sleeves. I can probably you got 3 you need there? I can probably separate 3 and address an envelope.
But
let's see about that if we got any envelopes laying around the house.
No, actually, Lucky's been working on designs on making a framework to display, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm basically gonna make an 8x5 portrait for all the Dragon Maid cards, which I'll be able to hang, and I'm just gonna leave it there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave them there. It's like, why do you have framed Yu-Gi cards? I'm gonna be like, why not? Do you play? No. It's gonna be the most confusing thing to people ever, and I love it. I'm just here for Dragon Maids, y'all. But, so no. So I don't necessarily have any thoughts either way on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, on the, card protector. I like the ones I got. They're getting a little scratched up because I keep messing with them. I keep picking them up, I put them down, I look at the Dragon Maids, I put them back, I'm like, yes. This is why I need to get them framed and put up, because then they won't become a fiddly bit thing.
Yeah. This is why I have way too many fucking portfolios to store them in. Because I get to flip through books.
But no, like I said, I don't necessarily have any clear ideas on brands and styles and makings, but no, usually the clear plastic ones, for the first layer, then I shove that into one of the top loader ones, and it's bam, protected for an eternity. Then I'm gonna place that in I still haven't worked out the final design. Just buy more Dragon. Yeah, sure. If I ever make it big, I'll totally be like, all right, I'm gonna need 4 copies of each card just to double down. But no. Actually, when is my next 4 coming? I should probably check on that. But no, it's otherwise, nah. It's great. As long as they're clear, as long as they're solid, they're fine. I like them.
The sleeves I currently own I have some Dark Magician's sleeves, and because I'm a huge Yu-Gi boomer, as they say, when they did the deck box mat and sleeves for the 3 Egyptian god cards, I ate that shit up like candy, along with the useless ass Slifer and Obelisk structure decks, because my usual hookup was offering a 2-for-1 deal. So listen, I know what I'm about.
That's all you need to know. So we're gonna move on. Thank you very much. So this next one comes from Days of Futures Past. And they say, "Greeting, guys. Last week's Luck," who's this Luck, mentioned that Static Shock was very influential to you growing up. So I'm curious if there are any other childhood shows or particular moments that left an impact on you growing up. For me, it would have been the first Kung Fu Panda movie, the scene where Poe's father says that for something to be special, you must believe it's special. That's true. That's true. So I mentioned Static Shock. I'm trying to think here. Fooly Cooley. Fooly Cooley was very influential to me as a teen. Mm-hmm. Just the absolute wildness of it, and just its display of, youth and growing up, and just sometimes the little bullshit you think about during it, even if it doesn't make sense. Let's see here. Static Shock, Fooly Cooley. Man, you got anything off the top of your head?
Well, obviously, I should point out that watching Yu-Gi-Oh! At a young age has clearly impacted my future career and my spending habits. I don't know if it left me with anything deeply impactful, other than a lot of memes and a deep reverence for the power of randomization. But no, I think I've talked about this. I was always fascinated with Ghost in the Shell standalone complex basically as a kid. I think I was like 11 or 12 when I watched it first on Adult Swim, and a lot of it went over my head, but a lot of it didn't. I feel like I watch that show all the time and catch little bits of philosophy or references. But no, that was probably pretty impactful to me. I also want to throw out there, I was like 17 when Kung Fu Panda came out, I think. It was 12 years ago. No, it would have been, no. 16 or 17, depending on what time of year it was. So I was thinking, like, Kung Fu Panda was impactful on your youth, and I'm like, 12 years ago. That could be a whole ass human being who could have seen that movie at a younger age than me. Thank you for that, reminding me, commenter.
That's what they do. Actually, I just realized I don't need the fucking show notes. There's nothing after this.
Actually, you're right. I don't need the show notes either. There's literally nothing after this. There's no free talk. There's no event for us to bitch about. There's no, we might faff at the end, but there's, just mailbag. I did not, the poll just finished, so I did not feel like writing them up for those. I will probably tell you what the poll results for this month of Patreon polls are later, but that's it.
I'm sorry, I'm just having that moment of oh yeah, well, like I said, I try to keep as many
for us.
Also, I try to keep my my Chrome tab limit down.
Correct, yes.
For reasons, but
I try to keep it a little slimline. And if I was watching video or recording video on this, when I shoot progression, I fucking close Chrome. I often have to say this to the guys when we're filming. I'm like, I would love to look at the document, but I don't want to open Chrome right now because we're literally in the middle of the recording, and that'll probably make my processor tank. Because you open one Chrome tab, and it's like opening 10. And when you open 10, it's like opening 100.
This might sound like a little bit of a weird one, but there's kind of a three-part series of things that influenced me at the young age, but not necessarily in a deep way, but just in a this exists kind of way. And that is Slayers, Earthian, and Those Who Hunt Elves. No, wait, no, I'm gonna swap out Those Who Hunt Elves. I'm gonna swatch that with Black Heaven, Hard Rock Will Save the Universe. I watched those as a 12-year-old kid on the international channel back in the days of fucking blocky yellow subs. And me, who's been growing up beforehand on fucking, 4Kids and Saban and all that stuff, I was just all like, oh, look, this is cool and animated stuff. And those angels are gay. Those tits are a wiggling. That was a very eye-opening experience for me.
Yeah, this sounds like me when I first discovered Adult Swim at about the same age, but obviously years later.
Yeah.
So I was just like, holy shit. I probably would have said holy shit to myself. I think by age 12 or 13, I was already watching Red vs. Blue. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, no, because that's some of the first things that I consider anime that I watched is back in fucking late 90s. It was Channel 14. I'll always remember this. Channel 14 was the international channel. And just, weekday nights around, 8 p.m., they play Dragon Ball GT. They would have Slayers, Those Who Want to Help Elves, Black Rock Saves the Universe. Hard Rock Saves the Universe, Black Heaven. They would have Earthian, which was Gay Angels. I watched it. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, whatever, man. What is this shit? I don't know. I love it. They probably had some other things I just don't remember. But yeah, no, that's why I first really got serious about watching anime was just on the international channel. Sci-Fi had some stuff at the time. The Sci-Fi channel, they have I think they had the Street Fighter movie and a couple other things that they would show.
Sci-Fi would occasionally block out, but it wasn't until later. I think it wasn't until I was 13 or 14 that they actually started having a dedicated anime block.
Yeah.
I think this was after I'd already seen it subbed, but they showed TTGL, for instance, on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, no, I also remember what else they fucking, I lost it. I remembered it and I lost it. What the actual fuck me?
How did you do that?
I don't know. Oh, God.
I also want to throw out there, series were obviously very, TV series obviously were very impactful a lot. And there are probably some live-action TV series that are important, too, that I don't remember a lot of. But especially, I feel like it's interesting that we both, came into anime serious probably around the same age, not at the exact same time, obviously, but I do think it was about 12 or 13 for me when I was like, my parents were either letting me stay up or letting me record Adult Swim and watch it like the next day and stuff. Because, it wasn't on until like 11. I had to go to sleep. But, and that's when I got much more serious about anime. That's also the same time period where I started watching anime that was even on like Naruto on Toonami. I was like, this is too slow. Give me them subs. This is way better subbed. There's blood and swearing. It's great. But definitely prior to that, I think it was certain books and video games that like left deep cuts on me. Like I've talked about how much of a sucker I am for Kingdom Hearts because of just when it came out in my life, and how it's honestly like Kingdom Hearts is kind of my connection to all the stuff that at that age when that first game came out, which was when was the first one originally exactly?
Oh my god. Okay.
'02. You remembered it?
Yeah. No, it was Record of Lodoss War.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? El Hazard. Yeah, no, because I actually, actually found out, apparently the International Channel, there's actually a fucking list of the things that they had on there.
Of course there would be. Of course. Anime nerds would remember this.
Oh, yeah, fucking Irresponsible Captain Tyler, that was on there too. Yeah, but let's see, Slayer, Soul Bianca, funny like I mentioned Soul Bianca, because that's what the Bianca, the Soul CE, and Saber Wars II is, based off of. No, there's more than this. I know they had those on L's on here. Those on L's and
This explains a lot about you.
What?
And you referencing all these titles and I think a lot of these because I know of them, but I did not have the International Channel, so I don't. I did not watch a lot of these. It was mostly for kids, and then it was when we got back to having cable, it was Cartoon Network through Toonami and Adult Swim and Sci-Fi. Obviously, but like I said, that block wasn't until later. It's always interesting how these little connections line up.
Oh, okay, I see. This is just the ones that they were involved in. It might not have been all the ones they did wrong.
Still, it's a nice list that they were directly, tied to.
Yeah. But no, like, Irresponsible Captain Tyler was a big... I loved that one. Record of Lodoss War II, because I was like... That was about the time I was actually starting to get into D&D and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And then lo and behold, the guys who write anime love D&D too. Shocking.
Slayers was really... I think Slayers was basically my most key point in the fantasy anime genre, though, just of how ridiculous it would get. Fucking Lena Inverse just screaming Fireball or Giga Slave and just, exploding everything, and you're just like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to even think, what would be like the definitive fantasy anime I watched early? I don't even know, I'd have to think.
Like, Tenchi was the fucking... Like, I didn't understand what a harem was at the time,
yeah.
But Tenchi was the first to introduce me to that.
Yeah, you didn't understand, but it sure was there.
Yeah, it was.
No, I think I definitely probably picked up my fantasy tropes from JRPGs before actually watching any anime related about that first. Yeah. That's that's a really deep cut. Like I should emphasize how much of a deep cut Final Fantasy VII and the remake was for me, because like that was one of the old PlayStation games me and my friends dug up when I was like, 9 or 10, was when it was already a couple of years out of date. But we dug that one up and played that, and that left a lot of impressions on me, especially that fucking score. I'm not going to devolve into another discussion of score, other than I want to remind you that also I talked about a lot of people being genius. Both Uematsu and I forgot his name, even though it was displayed on that thing I watched about the Final Fantasy VII Remake live concert tour. The composer who did a lot of the edits for Remake is also a genius because of just that perfect blending of hard rock guitars and also strings that we talked about on What's Up last week.
I will say this, dearly beloved swing version, it's good.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. Oh, it's remarkable what you can do with a little extra energy and some up-tempo, but no, I've just... The Airbuster theme lives in my head rent-free because it's just such a perfect advancement of a song, and it's as cool as you remember that song being as a kid, even though it's a fucking MIDI synthesizer song. That's still rad, but like Airbuster is like, in my mind, it's the most perfect that theme can be, with the fucking choir, with the guitars, the metal drums, and also the string section. Anyway.
When did actually? That's a good question.
Oh, manga was probably also another... I read a lot of scanlated manga back in the day, including Mahou Sensei Negima.
I did too, but fun fact, do you know where I found my first manga? I found my first manga at a fucking garage sale. I will remember this, like, till the day I die. But I was like, oh god, I was in, middle school? Yeah, I was in middle school. During the summer, I would go to the Eastside Boys and Girls Club. I would walk there. I would literally walk, 3 fucking miles every day. That was just there. That was just going there. Actually, can I get an exact distance? Hang on. I'm curious now.
No, I don't believe Shimomura was the composer for Remake. No, it was a different name.
Hang on.
I just can't remember his name right now.
I need to.
Shimomura is the Kingdom Hearts composer, who is great. I may have done a lot of reading this week while using Melodies of Memory as a jukebox.
What is this?
But yeah, no.
I
think I first discovered manga because my slightly older nerd friends, when I was in the homeschool group, because, kids need socialization too, even if you're homeschooled. So we would go meet once a week, and my friends introduced me to, the concept of, reading manga and shonen jumps and stuff. By the way, it's on my shelf. I still have some of my old-ass shonen jumps. I could never afford the yearly subscription, but I usually bought several at a time. I think my oldest is, 03.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I did too. But, so, because I want to finish the story.
Yeah.
So, I just looked it up. It was 4 miles. It was 4 miles away. I walked that as a 12-year-old kid.
Was
there
it uphill
and
both
back.
ways in the snow?
No, I didn't go when it was snowing. But it's fucking Washington. There's hills everywhere. You're going up a hill at some point. You'll probably be going down, but you'll be going up another one. And right next to the Boys and Girls Club, someone was having a garage sale. And me having a couple bucks on me for, I don't know, fucking reasons. I don't know, maybe I fucking mugged somebody. Went and looked around, and I saw they had a manga. They only had one. It was the second volume of Ranma 1/2.
That's a dangerous hole to fall in. My library used to stock those Ranma 1/2 volumes.
Yeah, no, guess what? I opened it up, I saw titty, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was a little bit of consternation in my young age. They're not very detailed nipples, but they're in there.
They're in there.
I like how Rob just called out, that's a good volume. I can't tell if he's fucking with me or not. That might genuinely be a good volume.
Well, no, God, I wonder whatever fucking happened to it. But yeah, no, I got that in one of the volumes in a comic book of Fred Perry's Gold Digger.
Oh and my God. Well, that explains so much, Lucky.
Yeah, I know, right?
Internet, you know who Fred Perry is.
Yes.
If you don't Google him, you'll remember. Oh, we're deep in the faff-ax. There is nothing but faff. There is no show. We are an hour in. We've been faffing for 30 minutes. What question are we on? I don't even know. I don't even care. Hoops.
No, but I don't know what fucking volume it was. But I bought those 2 books, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, no, that has actually been an absolute influence on my future taste and whatnot. I like anime titties, and I am a big fan of transhumanism. So yeah, now that I think about it, no, that was actually super impactful on me. Holy shit, I never actually thought about that. God, I wonder whatever happened to them. Also, I do actually unironically love Ranma 1/2.
I mean,
I actually
doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the details very well, but like I said, my library had several volumes of that manga. I read it a lot. It's, well, hey, we can say Rumiko Takahashi's good.
Yeah, no.
I also was a big Inuyasha guy back in the day. Still haven't watched that sequel. Don't really hear much about the first couple episodes. I'll catch up sometime. Service.
Someday.
Like I said, I'm into reading now. I've decided to break into reading. I'm not watching things on TV anymore as much as I feel like I'm psychologically compelled to watch Squid Game because people won't shut the fuck up, but also I'm like,
I refuse.
I don't want to yet.
I refuse.
What if I don't want to? I don't care that the trailer looks cool. What if I don't want to yet? I think I've talked about that. I held that on the Dresden Files, which was a major influence on my writing style, but that wasn't until way later. That was definitely in my mid to late teens. But I held out on reading that for years because everybody on the internet I talked to or heard from was like, it's the sickest, bro. And I'm like, okay, I'll be the judge of that.
And by
nowadays,
judge,
I'm usually, unless it's wildly popular online, I'm usually a lot better about taking the books I read, even the Locked Tomb series. That was an OSP recommendation because Red posted a couple snippets of the dialogue, and I was like, I need this right now. I was correct. I take more direct. I lost my word there. I take more of a direct, link from people who say things are good to me from individuals rather than just mass freakouts about pop culture.
That's why I refuse to get excited about the game.
Bleach and some other shows that I would have to think about, but Bleach and lots of other guys. No, we didn't start at 7:30. We didn't start until 8:30. I don't know why Was that when you thought the first people went in there? But that's not when my message is dated for the ping X. The ping was scrolling. Still scrolling.
He's scrolling, y'all.
There it is. The ping wasn't until 8:39 p.m. Listen, we're a little sluggish today. I had to catch up on some sleep.
Yes, I believe you are a victim of this, Robin.
We lack the power to correctly read cards and also do math. Axe is usually still good at his math, but reading cards we're all bad at. But no, somebody mentioned Bleach in chat, and I was like, yeah, it was 2 hours ago. So it was 2 hours ago, but that was the Axe incorrectly counted the when did we start. Anyway, what I was saying about Bleach was it, and I think some other stuff was very impactful to me on my ideas of like dealing with like death and psychopompery and stuff like that. You know, urban fantasy ghost shit, ghost cops. We've been recording for an hour. So I don't know if that means... I mean, we did have a set down for an audio break for like 10 minutes in there, but no, there was definitely some pre-show. Also, it was 8:40, not 8:30, so it was technically only 50 minutes ago. If we're gonna really like drill down on the pedanticism about the time, it was an hour 50 ago. We've been recording for an hour and 5 minutes and 24 seconds. There's about a 5 to 10 minute break for resetting my headphone plug, and here we are in the middle of mailbag, yelling about anime and manga. And the time period. Robin, you fucked it up. Robin. Soiled it! Dead. But no, if we don't have anything else to say about impactful media, which I feel like we do that all the time and could go forever, we should move on, because we got a lot more of these to tackle, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, so thank you very much. It led us down a deep dark hole, but it was at least very comfortable.
I've been thinking a lot about my writing influences lately, so I'm in that kind of a mood to be retrospective.
So, moving on. This next one comes from a master having a hypothetical debate with Asclepius on how he might cure a worldwide pandemic. Easy. If everyone's dead, no one needs to be cured of shit. Perfect. Done. Mic drop. Hey, Lucky, hope you're feeling better. I'm not. I'm nearly burnt out from getting overtime working at my job where people think that walking out will help anything. Hope things will get better for us soon.
Well, hope you get better equipped for that soon as well. Sounds rough, buddy.
Yeah. People gotta understand, no matter how many people walk out, there are always people at the fucking bottom of the barrel who'll be willing to take those jobs.
Well, this was another Twitter... I cannot say Twitter trend without slurring my words. But no, this was another Twitter trend article about what they called the boomerang employees, because a lot of people quit during the pandemic for various reasons. And now those people are like, all right, I've had some time off from my job. Maybe it wasn't that horrible. I'll come back.
Let's see here. Anyway, my question is this. With Avalon existing outside the normal flow of time and Proto-Merlin being a real-ish thing, do you think she and OG Merlin can chat with each other? I think it'd be hilarious if they swap notes and came up with new schemes with real people. Stay face and have fun in Saber Wars II. Well, considering that I'm pretty sure that Merlin and Proto-Merlin are just on different world lines, technically it's possible. Technically.
Probably, but they are on different branches. So, I'm sure they can talk, probably, but it's not like just because Avalon is outside the flow of time, it's also not in a world line, though.
Yeah. I mean, we have, I'm pretty sure there are, ways to cross over world lines and whatnot. It literally happened in, Prisma, I can say for sure.
Yeah.
But...
It's also effectively how the Lost Belts work.
Yeah.
The alien god kind of pins them to the texture of the world with the trees.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's totally possible from the meet. And like I said, if we ever have a Proto Merlin fucking banner at some point, which I'm pretty sure we will, maybe, I don't know. What is Arcade doing? Tell me. No, don't tell me. I'll just get mad again. It's possible. Anything's possible. Things aren't just likely unless you have a circumstance of pomp and circumstance.
Yes. We already have Arturia, and Proto-Arthur in the same, Chaldea, hypothetically. So, yeah, we've already done that.
Mm-hmm.
Crisis crossover.
So, I hope you have a good time in Saber Wars II as well. We move on! So the next one comes from King of Apples, who didn't finish the Master Missions that one time and now has one fragment that won't go away.
Haha, you pay for your hubris.
Like a pebble in the boot.
Alternatively,
Question.
Just don't care.
Question. Suppose that you could have one non-standard class to receive a Grand Servant. What class would you choose? And what servant, if one would combine, would you want it to be? I I'll reach into my bag of things that I've already said. I'll pick Avenger, and I'll make it Lilith.
I just hear dial-up noises in my head, so I don't think I can help you.
Well, that's that then.
404, file not found.
If you want my reasons on that, ask that next week. Let's see if I remember. So,
Let me go get
with
my
that though,
magic 8-ball. No.
so this next one comes from been a while, but had dropped for questions. As my question itself, do you think it has been any lost belts that have been dangerous, if not more dangerous than our counters with Singularis, Remnants, or lost belts? You forgot a line break, my dude.
Yeah, you should have line break that. That's technically all after the colon. So your question is also your alias, technically.
A little hilarious.
I mean, yeah, hypothetically, I think the stakes in some of our events have been high, usually Gouda Goudas. Some of them has also been, like, pocket ones. And technically, CCC, which is a remnant hiding as an event. But it was, time limited, so, meh.
I'm trying to think. Our Halloweens are usually more minor annoyances rather than problems. Our
Saber Wars 2 is explicitly probably not canon, maybe. Love that.
Our summers are just Saber events with Thinly Veil's excuse to give us a break. I swear, every time.
In Summer 2, we got locked in jail by Maeve.
Yeah, but
that was pretty bad.
But yeah, but the whole thing started because Ishtar was like, "Hey, I want to help out, and so let's go have a racing event. Here, you can be the pit crews and stuff. Here, have a good time. Don't worry about a thing. Everything's fine." It was not fine.
It was at that moment he knew.
Now remember, technically, we didn't get put in jail. All the racers did. We just gave them support from where the fuck ever.
That's true. I think we still maybe had to possibly sneak into jail sometimes to get some of those scenes, but anyway.
Number 3 was kind of crazy on an existential level, but that was mostly just BB just playing around.
I mean, yeah, BB could have, like, eaten our minds or some dumb shit, but we just booped her snoot and went home.
Mm-hmm.
We just thrashed her and left her tanned in the street. Like a loser. Summer number 1, we were stranded on a desert island for a while, but then we traveled into the future past, and it was fine. We built a city for the boars. I don't think it should actually blow up New York. It's fine. She was just gonna steal us and take us to space. Space is cool, guys. We'll go space. I think there have been some events that have been high threat. I don't know if they've been quite as dangerous as some of the situations in, especially Lost Belts, given their inherent hostility. A lot of them have.
Mm-hmm.
We've had real stake events.
Yeah, I say we have real stake events, but none of them really come to the magnitude of we might all die.
Very few of them have been openly hostile. I can't really think of any that were, like, existentially dangerous. Like, I guess, like, hypothetically Oniland, because, like, the whole park tries to punch your ticket if you interfere. But also it was a magical group parody, so it wasn't that real. Shutin would always show up in the second pip and say her line.
I'm trying to think of any of the collabs.
Yeah, but we talked about that. CCC was not only a collab, but that was also an Epic of Remnant hiding as an event, so it kind of crosses over.
It was ranked CCC. That was like the biggest fucking gut punch. I swear to fucking God. When it did the fucking title screen, it was like, let's play in the digital scene. It was like, and it was just like, went to the Epic of Remnant screen. You're just like, oh.
Epic of Remnant, they got a little clever with some stuff. I'm trying to think about the collabs. Most of them are not that threatening. Like, there was a couple of spooky situations in Karo no Kyokai, but, you know, it was a haunted house, and fucking Shiki was with us there the whole time. We were fine.
I had just as many laps as I did, moments.
That was technically set up for the Dante's Tower thing, which is, I think, the first time we fell into a murder coma. That might count. How many times we would fall into a coma that would kill us if we don't escape? That was a couple of times.
I mean, that was Shimosa.
Yeah. But also, it's funny, Prison Tower's main interlude, because that establishes, Edward Dante's Dream Defender.
He kind of sucks at it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I end up in a lot of dreams still.
Yeah, but sometimes he shows up in story to protect our dreams, too. Yeah, I think OQ is the one we're thinking of. OQ is the next big danger.
Yeah, but
that was event.
Yeah, but they're gonna add that, probably the main interlude at some point.
Yes, probably. But it still was an event, so I think that counts. Because this we did not necessarily count out interludes in this question. But yeah, no, that could be it. As far as I know, everything out in NA, that's probably our top danger levels. Danger, danger, danger.
Danger.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas from the Underworld. That also got added to main interlude.
Like
everybody was sick with Babylonia fever, and we did fall into the Underworld. It got better, though. Also,
So-
I mean, I feel like existentially, there have been other Christmases where I felt more in danger. Fucking rolling up on Gil and Santa Altar is just like, let's not go to this house. Nope, not doing that.
So, we move on. So this next one comes from alias Zed Just Zed, who says, comment, just sending well wishes this week. I hope Lucky feels better and that he can binge something good in the meantime. What did I binge? Oh, that reminds me, I need to finish watching the Violet Evergarden movie. It's so pretty. That's on Netflix right now. I binged Eden Zero because I like the cut of that man's jib. I just wish he put more romance into his fucking things instead of everyone having just living off the power of fucking friendship. Stop that. They want to bang, I know it!
Listen, sometimes the cigar is just a cigar. Sometimes friends are just friends. Can you tell I came up on the internet in an era full of loads of extraneous male /fic? And I'm just like, guys, sometimes two dudes could just be friends. It's okay. I've been thinking about it, like I said, I've been thinking about my writing style. This is probably why I don't write a lot of male romances, just because I'm way too overexposed. Dudes can just be bros, dudes.
Two dudes in the bathtub, 6 feet apart, cause they're not gay. Just thinking about that. So, what did I binge?
In a hot tub, 6 feet apart, because they're not gay.
What else did I binge? I caught up on all my anime, mostly. I watched, fucking, anime OPs, for, several hours just over and over. In a repetitive fugue.
It happens.
Most of my top 3 favorites in fucking, anime manga. Well, not top 3 favorites, but 3 more good ones. But I'm honestly, what I mostly did is I mostly read because I got some light novels because I got the third Onumbus of Spirit Chronicles, which is literally just a Kirito knockoff. It literally is. It's not quite Sword Art Online, but it's pretty fucking close. In the anime, they have the same fucking voice actor, for fuck's sake. It's the same voice actor as Law, by the way, from Tales of Arise.
This goes back, by the way, to my comment last week on What's Up.
Yes,
about how whatchamacallit, Japan is way more lax about obvious homages.
Yeah. But yeah, no, go watch it. You'll cry. Well, you probably won't cry, Robin, because you don't have tears. But you'll enjoy it. Let's see. But I also got my Assassin of the Status, obviously outranks a hero. I read that. I read volumes 4, and 5 of 86. I still got fucking, let's see here, 6, 7, 8 to read on that. What else do I need to pick up? I still got Monster Girl. I got Monster Girl Doctor Zero. I read that. What else am I looking forward to this month? No, but I read all that, and then I just went on to novel updates, and I just binged. Shit. I was all like, what do I want to read? God, human relationships? Fuck yeah. Human, non-human relationships? Fuck yeah. Cute story? Fuck yeah. What were some of the other ones that had other tags? I was just looking by tags. I really like romances, even if they're cheap harem romance. I'm just give me romance. I love romance. I read a lot of titles. So but like I said, I've been keeping up on anime. I'm really psyched for fucking Komi. Komi Can't Communicate, but apparently that ain't showing up on our Netflix until next Thursday. And I cry a little inside. Oh wait, no, I remember what I binged. I binged the latest season of Grappler Baki. I don't know why I watched this. I really don't.
Were out of your gourd, feverish, delirious, and Netflix was like, hello, do you want to watch Grappler Baki? And you were like, yes, Netflix, I obey. That is probably what happened. You were probably just really tired and out of your gourd from fever, and Netflix was like, yo, dog, you want to watch some shit? And you always want to watch some shit, Netflix. It's like they know you or something.
Yeah, no, it was Eden Zero and Grappler Baki that I binged off Netflix. That's what it was.
When does the second volume of House Husband come out? That's soon. Is it already out? I haven't watched
it. No, it's already out.
Fuck! Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. That's actually probably not true. Although I may try to watch that before we What's Up tomorrow. Have you watched it yet, Lucky?
No, not yet.
Okay. Good. So as long as you don't tell me until tomorrow afternoon you've watched it, I'm not in trouble.
I mean, I think it's only 6 more episodes, so it shouldn't take you that long.
Nah, maybe I will watch it tomorrow afternoon. I don't know about my time budget yet. Like I said, I want to do some writing tonight, because I spent way too long unpacking boxes to double check if I had my notes for something. Turns out I did not. Still haven't found those, but anyway.
I kind of want to write something, but I just don't know what. I might write some excerpts. I was thinking of maybe writing some backstories for Porter and Gensakai on some of the weird shit he's done. But we'll see. We will see. Unfortunately, this is not the time for that, even though we are in the Great Faffening.
We are in the Great Faffening, but we already double faffed on that that comment that wasn't even a question. It was just a comment. And we have many miles to go.
Many. So we move it on. So thank you very much. This next one comes from Budgeting Grails, XPs, and St. Courts in 2 years ahead, because Summer 23 season is going to be wild. Yes it is. Hello there, Captains Lucky and Omega. Hope everything has been going swell for you too. Obligatory Lucky, did you fix your scooter yet? No, I've been dead!
Yeah, I don't think Lucky was capable of advanced scooter science this week.
Because we at least have one of these. For me, I've fallen into Honkai Impact third hole after getting bored with Genshin, and I'm enjoying it immensely. The combat is much better than expected, and the animation and OST is superb. The story hasn't been anything special so far, but all I hear is that it's edgy, and I will cry a lot, and that's good enough for me.
That actually makes me not want to play this game, but more power to you, dude.
I mean, I'm okay if things are visiting make me cry, as long as there's fucking... What do we call it? What's the roller coaster? Where you have the tension break?
I think it is... Is it just called tension break? They usually refer to it as tension breaks. Like, the actual plot arc is after climax is, like, denouement.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But, like, tension breaks, like...
wind down moment.
Like, because, like, in FGO, like, we do, like, super serious genocides where, you know, everything is pain and suffering and we can't believe what we are. And then we go to summer where we're gonna just go hit on cute girls and enjoy our life for a bit. And I'm like, okay, I am cleansed.
It's basically FGO is that art curve where it's like you have those happy ups and downs, as opposed to, like, to bring back the Kingdom Hearts thing where it's just like getting lucky on the use of fucking and then stopping, hard stop. I was gonna make a thing. It's like some stories are like it's Kingdom Hearts where you bust out the fucking bongo Destiny Island music and then you get to the end and you're like choirs, and then sometimes it's kind of alright, but mostly it's not alright. But it resets to being kind of alright by the time we get to the next game.
Unfortunately, I'm looking at this, Robin. Is this still technically factually correct?
It's still funny. But we've had that conversation about your amazing ability to full stop on a fucking.
As they say in Futurama, you are technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Anyway, this person has a question.
Oh! Now for the question. What are some gacha games you two play, or at least try to play, besides FGO? Anyways, thanks for reading this, and I pray that your Spishtar rolls go swimmingly. Don't you mean spacingly? Anyway.
Space is like an ocean.
It's a dark ocean, full of nothing. Oh, you guys might think, oh, there's a lot of stuff in space. Oh, considering about how much not stuff there is in space. Oh boy. Oh boy. Space is big. You don't understand. Existentially big. I can't think about it. Okay, I'm back. So, gacha games. Mike, what you been playing recently?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't play gacha games anymore. I don't have time.
He doesn't have time.
Also, speaking of the, like, edgy and will cry a lot, that's my problem with Arcanines. It's just, like, everything sucks all the time. And I kind of got tired of it.
Yeah, that was my problem with Girls Frontline too.
Yeah, that was also why I majorly quit Girls Frontline, was I tried to advance the story, and then I discovered that advancing the story was just more sorrow. And I'm like, okay, I no longer like this vibe. Let's do these Chinese gacha games and this existential dread crushing my soul. I wonder if it says something about their society.
So, Lucky actually plays a few.
Yes.
So, right now, I'm playing FGO, as everyone knows. I also play Destiny Child, and Near Reincarnation, and Azure Lane. Azure Lane, I'm not playing necessarily as hard, but I keep up on stuff. Like, I got several, like, I've been working... Actually, I need to log in today, now that I think about it. Been working on several things. Near Reincarnation, I'm in a weird place because I'm not actually working on the story, even though the last story chapter just came out, because they've been going apeshit on catching us up to the JP version. So I've just been... Oh, excuse me. I've just been, like, smashing the event quest and being all like, yes, give me stuff. I am happy to announce I literally have all Divergent characters. So I got the 4-star 2B, 9S, A2. I have the 4-star Nier, Kane, and Emil. And I just got the 4-star 0. So they're all mine. I am Decadence. Now, finally, once this Drakengard 3 collab gets over, maybe I can actually knock out the story and, cry my soul out because this is fucking Yoko Taro. You see, here's the thing. Like, I'm okay with, like I said, I'm okay with, like, things that make me cry and stuff and all that stuff. I made sure not to just do a hard stop on fucking. But, if I know it's coming, it's a little bit better. And I'm like, this is Yoko Taro. There's gonna be something here. There's gonna be some bullshit here. I already know. This does not start with happy times and then just do a slow to stand Madoka Magica style into fucking darkness. So, no, I'm fine with that. I will say though, even though I am super fucking leery of it, I did pre-reg for the global version of Blue Archive because I want to give it a try.
Ah, that one, the other horny game. I feel like I say this every time on the internet, but it's the one that won't.
It's the one that has the
leave me alone on Twitter.
Yeah,
It's got that one chick. You've seen her.
she has like gray skin and a bunny suit. But so I did pre-reg for that, and I'll give that a try. Even if I don't usually stick with games, I usually like to give them a bit of a try. I do this I do this with a lot of gacha games because I did this with Iron Saga. I did this with the Princess Connect game. I do it with several games. So I want to try it out and see. Maybe it'll stick with me, but no, it's not. The only games that I know that I'm definitely going to be investing a lot of time and money in, well, maybe not money, but a lot of time in when it eventually comes out with the global version is Last Origin, because I'm like, this is too horny. I can't.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely, if they do a proper global and uncensored version, I have to like check it out just because I see all those characters and they look like they have some interesting designs that I like that are horny. And I'm like, well, I would love to see what's up with this game, but yeah.
But other than that,
I find the best example of this character because Robin is like, I don't know this one, and I'm like, I bet you do.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Here's one of the big ones.
So with that,
literally is #Blue Archive. You have probably seen this on the internet. Really? You just not follow anybody cool on Twitter?
That's 3 nopes. I refuse to believe that.
I'm shocked. Every motherfucker I follow on Twitter is be retweeting this. Okay, well, no wonder you're not on Twitter, but that's what I mean. Like Robin, I feel like I've been bamboozled. How would you see a character if you're not on Twitter? Are you just browsing, fan art websites for like new shit?
I need to retweet this TV though.
Because, I'll say this: nobody on our Discord's going to be posting those images because we don't play that game. It's not out over here yet. Too late. I already judged you.
Judgment.
But no solemn judgment. Those are banned. People do have 3 different kinds of Sake Quartz emotes. What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm just.
Technically they can do it with different ones and then just click. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Crony tweaking about she had a long dream, and Ina's all like, "You're still dreaming," and like, "Damn." Crony's just like, "Damn, this dream sucks." Then.
Pretty's great.
Chat. Okay, I gotta get off Twitter. Yes, that's why I give this I'm giving Blue Archive, the global version, a lot of side eyes because it's being published by Nexon, which does not have the greatest track record. Robin.
I mean, it's a WAD Arco design. How could you not?
I know, but one day I just have to destroy Robin and just deny everyone that they ever existed. It's like, where's Robin? Who? They never existed. They're never here.
It's okay. Robin gets destroyed every week on progression, even when he's not here, because he only has staple cards. He has no archetype cards, so only cards he has get banned, even when he's not here.
So, let's move on. This next one comes from he who promises not to give overly complex mailbag entries until I can get a job and pay you enough to enact them on the threat of going the yeet. I mean, if you put your money where your mouth is, I'll do weird shit. Hey, Luck E and Omega. Hope your cold gets better and take the time to indulge in some R&R. Got the vaccine only today myself, so hopefully I don't develop a fever for myself. I don't think this was COVID. I think this was just fucking weather's weird. Weather's like we're finally getting our cold snap. People are fucking still animals.
Yep.
And because I'm pretty sure like I picked up whatever it was when I went to Costco Sunday.
It happens.
I don't know how they can like turn around and.
I once got a cold because I went out for like the first time in a week to pick up some fucking McDonald's, and then I think I didn't wash my hands thoroughly enough. Even though the only thing I touched was I picked up the bags to my orders and like some door handles.
Yeah, no, but I went to Costco Sunday, so I'm pretty sure someone somewhere, Jesus,
you got it.
Fuck,
you're fine. It's okay, Lucky. I tried to say Twitter earlier, or whatever the fuck I do.
Yes, no, Robin, that is correct.
Samoon Samir. That's gonna be an NPC now. It's the other way I generate NPC names.
What, you just don't pull them from Die Hard?
No, that's the first way I generate NPC names, is I just make up something that sounds close to real, but more fake. The other way is just I say syllables.
Listen to the latest Star Wars AP when it comes out. It's just Die Hard, only it goes not as cool.
Yeah, that one should probably be up Sunday. I've already posted the middle one. Just yeeted that out there. So Sunday will probably rotate around the next one.
Oh, so let's continue with this. If my entry has not been yet been yeeted, if my entry hasn't been yeeted, yes. My question for the two of you is, seeing as you guys have literally seen it all in this game from the very beginning, I want to ask you if you recall the reaction to the gacha for Tamamo, Jalter, and Merlin's first raid-ups and the salt that they brought with them. I of course asked this because Spishtar will soon be graceless, and I wonder what the damage is going to be like. Let me see here. Okay, so I'll answer this now. So, because we have the power of clairvoyance, the NA/global version of FGO already knew what was up. Tamamo, actually, surprisingly enough, did not have a big splash. Especially the first
I was thinking about this when I read this earlier. I think it's because we knew she would be permanent.
Exactly.
The power of clairvoyance. We were like, okay, cool, Tamamo raid up. She'll become permanent later.
Yes, and also because, again, Tamamo doesn't necessarily contribute to Beej strategy output, because remember, back then, Arts was not necessarily a damage dealer archetype in any shape or form.
It was a stall strategy, and she hadn't had all of her buffs that she has now.
No, so people rolling for Tamamos was usually the already hardcore Arts players, which was the minority, I will say, I believe, because Lancelot was still very good in the early game.
Yeah, I think for bosses, Arts could be a premier archetype, but you had to get Vlad, because he was a single target Arts Berserker. And even then, he's had several buffs since then, so it wasn't ideal.
No. But no, like, usually you would go grab someone like George, or John if you had her.
Mm-hmm. And just grind it the fuck out.
Yeah. But,
people
knew.
Mind, back in the day, premier FTP boss killing was Lubu. Like, we weren't exactly dealing with a lot of tools back then.
No. But, I will say this, people went fairly apeshit for both Merlin and Jalter.
Yeah, so thanks to the power of clairvoyance, Scotty wasn't out yet in JP. No. So when FGO NA started, Scotty didn't exist for a little bit. Since NA started, it went live, save for Jalter was a meme. People were saying, save for Jalter. So, like, that should put this in perspective if you guys joined in a post-Jalter world. That was an actual thing people were saying when FGO launched. They were like, servants are cool, but you know what you should be doing? Saving for Jalter. And then, after Jalter actually hit, it was save for Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically the same joke, but save for Merlin.
Yep, because then you put them together and you destroy everything.
Which I have done.
Mm-hmm.
I have done that a lot.
And honestly, I don't think much else from that until, like, most servants had their, little, like, oh, this is a really good unit, yeah, but then the fucking great Scottying happening, and the world just fucking imploded.
Yeah, once people on the side of the ocean, saw the numbers, we saw the stats on the Scotty, that was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people figured it out.
Yeah, but now we actually have, like, a fairly, like, I won't say it's yearly, but basically every 1 or 2 years we basically have another unit like that, like, Castoria, last year came out.
Technically this year, Super Orion's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
Because he is one of those uniquely self-supporting servants. If you're into solo memes. So yeah, we use at least once a year some servant who is technically metagame defining usually comes out. Now, what that means depends on the servant, because the metagame's not the actual game; it's the game we play about the game. But it's something that changes how people think about the game usually.
Like I said, with Coin Sky of Light coming out this year, like, Buster's made a big. I don't want to say it's upset, but Buster has definitely been all like, "I'm back, bitches." Yeah,
between Coin Sky and Oberon, it's definitely like, oh hey, Buster support works again. We figured that one out, guys. With, I think, Coin Sky especially, because she lets you do the hypothetical Buster loop.
So yeah, that is that. I will say this straight out. I found the save for blank extremely fucking annoying, and I hated it.
No, it got extremely tired. I do believe, thankfully, after like everybody rolled for Merlin and either got him or didn't, I think especially in our Discord, but in a lot of other places I haven't heard it as much, that kind of mentality just kind of like got less prominent, because I think eventually like people at NA just realized, oh, we can't do this all the time because fucking thing will be just... They'll just introduce a new unit in 2 years, right?
All right. No, don't talk to me about Arknights. I see people talking about it all the fucking time. I'm like, no, I love Scotty still. I love Scotty. No!
No, I think the big thing people are losing their mind about is that, like, Calcit's finally coming out as playable after she was in the beta.
I never liked Calcit, so I literally don't give two shits.
But she's a maid. Maybe. If I understand the mad ramblings of people in art dump and gacha games.
No, like, Robin's right. Scotty Alter fucking gets me, but fucking Calcit, she's a...
Robin is a bold man in patron chat.
No, I'm with him. Fuck Calcit. I don't care. She's a fucking shitty ex-wife. She's a shitty fucking ex-wife character who blames you for all her troubles and won't tell you shit. Well,
I mean, she is in the first parts of the story. She is incredibly cagey, but at least I understand that the implication is heavily that Doctor was kind of an asshole and you did not have a good breakup, but you got work to do.
Yeah,
but I didn't go so deep. But no, I just say that because there's some huge Calcit simps in our gacha community.
Yeah, no, but no, I will definitely. I'll sit on my fucking throne of tyranny and say fuck Calcit. What you guys gonna do about it?
I'm just like, I like Dwagon Ghosts. Yeah, and also like Mudrock is buff. That's cool.
If they like gave me like a fucking ticket, it's like, here, do you want a free Mudrock? I'd probably get back in the game. I probably would. Just give Mudrock. I love Mudrock.
I mean, eventually, didn't they? It was paid, but don't they have a thing for that?
They probably do, but I haven't seen it like
not right now. But it's the Scotty Hoke. Robin said it again. Hoke. He's the Hoke Kage. The Hoke Shadow.
Sir.
I would love to edit your name, Robin, but I also like hashtag Bale Veil because for reasons of yelling at Dallas. Anyway, there's two more line breaks to this question.
There's two more line breaks. So they continue on with best of luck to you two. Best of luck to the two of you, and may you get your design servants and as few Saint Courts as possible. Hopefully, I can get Space Butt with my measly Saint Courts stash. But yes. Also, P.S. Y'all need to watch What's Up. I tuned to it this week, and I found them to be really entertaining. Time to now watch all the episodes put out until now. Don't do all of them. Just watch like the last 50. Fuck.
No, do all of them. Give us the views. Give me those sweet views. Lucky, we've done it.
No.
We've done it. Handshakes. Claps all around. Drop the banners. Mission accomplished. Watching What's Up. But no, seriously, check out What's Up. Check it out later today, if this is your first day of this going on YouTube. If you don't want to watch it live, check out the VOD later. Go back and watch recent episodes. You can probably find something funny in the thumbnail, let you know what they're about. Watch them. It's cool. There's some streaming. There's some chat interaction. We yell about stuff. It's basically like what we're doing right now, just all the time. Like, we don't even bother pretending. The episode is just this. Is just faff time all the time. And when we're out of faff, the episode is over.
We like talking.
We do like talking. I especially like talking. I can't even tell if I like talking or if just I talk like I breathe.
No, you talk like you breathe. Like, there'll be, like I said, like, I've gotten used to it, but you still just do the thing where I'll be saying something, you just slide in and be like, hey, I'm gonna take this conversation over right now. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I try to be better about that, because it's space stuff out for people, but when you get me on a thought line, it's just like, hold on, I have to tug on this, and sometimes I'm tugging for a while.
Yep.
This is the problem with live, unpre-recorded audio, is I have to develop all my thoughts in real time.
So, like I said, I've gotten more or less used to it, and if I have something, and this is what I'll either say, I'll either, like, try to circle back to it, or I'll be like, nope, it's gone. It's gone, and there's nothing I can do about it.
And then sometimes I just steal your thunder. And you're like, Omega just said what I was going to say, and I'm like, okay, sorry.
No, you don't actually have to be sorry for that.
I sometimes feel a little bit sorry. But that's okay, I understand this feeling, too. I've been in things, and then, I'm chugging away at forming my thought, and then somebody just says the exact same thing I want to say. I'm like, alright, my work here is done.
Have a nice day!
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Make this a 12, or I'll make this a 12. So, yeah, no, but do watch What's Up. I can talk about this a little bit right now. I don't fucking care. We're in faffing. I was actually thinking of picking up Back for Blood and playing that tomorrow, but then I was looking at the reviews and people are all like, "It's a good game. It's not a $60 game though," and I'm just like,
a little light on that content, huh? That's a shame.
Like,
maybe we'll take a wait on that one.
Yeah. So I gotta figure out what I was gonna do. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for streaming tomorrow.
Start Alan Wake, because we won't be finishing Kina for no. It's not. I'm gonna hopefully try and make Monday the last Kina stream, but I don't know if there's a third fucking mask, we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh yeah, this is just a light 10-hour game. Lies!
Like, I understand, we had some bamboozlement, we had some early learning. I forget half the stuff I remember about the game, because it's literally a week apart when I play, sometimes. I did actually go back and farm some stuff. We're level 4 now, we got 65 rots.
Nice.
We didn't unlock any other cool abilities, but there's a lot of them. We have 4 rot actions, that's cool. I have nearly all the abilities unlocked, so I think the second mask is the final one, and then we go to the mountain shrine, but I can't be sure with this game. Because there's nothing left for me to spend EXP on much after this. I bought both bomb upgrades. Lucky the rot bomb is sick. If you charge a bomb with a rot action, it causes a bubble of time stop. Enemies and projectiles that enter the bubble will be frozen until the duration runs out. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Big baller.
Yes, I did find more hats. We got a little bull hat, and we got the sibling hats. Got some beetles. Found some star hats. Hats. I'll show off hats next time. We already discovered, but I bought some cat hats, I think. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Kina. I'll save my recounting of what happened in Kina for What's Up. Or you could watch the VOD.
I'm not gonna watch it. I got shit to do. But, yeah, I think that's it. So, we shall move on. That's enough shilling for What's Up. Watch it. This next one is coming from Dave Didn't Forget This Week. They say, Have you guys had any particularly notable lucky streaks? I
think I have had some runs where everything. I assume you're talking about an FGO. In real life, I don't know. I feel like my luck's all over the place with stuff. But I definitely feel like there have been times when I've been like, everything's coming up me. Just getting the SSRs like crazy, and then it goes away for a while because that's how RNG works. It's randomized. I could not tell you what those circumstances were, though. Is the thing.
I like the
What is luck? Only wallet.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if that was that lucky. I know that was statistically unlikely, but that's not what I was aiming for with those 10 tickets.
Honestly, the luckiest I ever got was fucking 2 KPs, 1 pool. I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it 2 KPs, 1 pool? Yeah.
You got at least one double SSR.
Yeah, no, I think I've gotten 2 now. But I can't remember the second one. I think it was with Ganesha. I think that's the second.
No. Last summer was not a lucky streak. No. You don't know. Just because I got 2 Musashis, that was not a good time. I was digging that hole for Carmilla for a long time. Oh, you think about summer 3? I did get everybody with the amount of quartz on the first banner. I'd saved up on the amount of quartz. I got bombarded with a lot of extra Ushis trying for that John. But to get my Mave, I did have to spend money like I thought I would. I don't know. I think that was possibly statistically okay, and I always knew that Summer BB would fucking troll me. I don't know if that was actually lucky on a streak. No, I think I think I've had rolls this year with less Saint Quartz for SSRs. It was probably actually Kama and KP. Both of those came in not a lot of Saint Quartz. And I've admitted to rolling King Protea recently, so I can talk about it. My experience was just I did 2 or 3 10 spins, which may have been all the quartz I had at the time, but I did get an SSR. I don't remember. It's been 9 months. No, it's not quite true. It's more 7, 6? When was the CCC rerun? Was it February or March?
I think it was late February, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know if I care. It was a time period ago. It was an X number of time units ago. That was probably pretty lucky, and that definitely ate all my summer luck, as like I said, I mined in that hole for Carmilla for a long time. Will I ever recover? No, I recovered already. I have 200 Saint Quartz. Yeah, I think that's as far as we can go with that one.
So, with that then, we shall...
Though I may want... I just thought of another thought. I may want you to go back and watch the VOD and to tell me whether or not you think Axe is crazy. Because Axe talking to me about the audio being low, and everybody's like, no, it seems fine to me. Then I dialed my OBS recording all the way up so that I'm redlighting into the microphone. Axe is like, it's fine, that's perfect. I'm like, that's not perfect. That's not okay. You might think it's okay, but there are definitely people who are not going to think that's okay.
If you give me about an appropriate timestamp, I'll definitely go look. I'll go give it.
I don't know the timestamp on when I dial it up to full bars or not. Just through the rest of it, he thinks I'm quiet. I don't know about that. He sent me an audio clip in the middle of the stream that I couldn't listen to until later because I'm capturing my desktop audio, obviously. And I was like, no, this sounds normal. We have more questions.
More questions! So, this next one comes from Moon is really concerned about you guys, how you guys are based on this community message, because damn, sounds like you all had it rough as of late. Hope you guys are feeling better by the time you read this. I'm feeling better, but I'm still not all the way there.
Yeah,
but with that in mind, So, let's see here. They say, "Hey, Lucky Omega, since it's spoopy season now, what is your favorite candy? We don't exactly celebrate Halloween in my country, so I always found it to be fascinating." I was actually thinking about that. We really commercialize the fuck out of our holidays, don't we?
Yep.
I find that. I don't know if I like that.
I mean,
actually,
technically, I think specific companies have, like,
Oh yeah, but they've marketed the hell out of it, so it's kind of hard to think of one without the other. I think.
No, but it's not like as a society we did this. It's the Hallmark Card Company realized how to make their business model because their business model was stupid. I'll say it. Modern greeting cards are kind of dumb. Some of them are literal jokes, but they, much like with diamonds, they mind hacked you into thinking it's important. They hacked the planet.
No, because I was actually thinking about it. You would normally think that Halloween is supposed to be some sort of festival of the dead, like many other cultures have. I'm like, no one really thinks about it that way.
Well, some of that I suspect might just be good old puritanicalism. We don't want to admit the reason why your kids dress up on Halloween night is so that they can blend in with all the other spirits and fairies and dead people who come back and hang out. That's what All Hallows Eve is actually supposed to be about, and then All Saints Day is next. That's like the souls of the lost and the damned are wandering in the earth, and you don't want to be caught out not looking like you're lost and damned yourself. And we turned it into a children's holiday. Not that I mind free candy.
Yeah. But speaking of candy,
I think it got a lot of people into cosplay, basically.
Oh yeah, everyone loves a good costume. I'd love to do more cosplay myself.
Sexy nurse. Sexy doctor. Sexy mummy. How does that... That's an old parody meme about Halloween costumes for women. Anyway, candy.
Shoot. So, this is a little odd because technically my favorite candy is an Easter candy. It's, well, it's not necessarily an Easter candy, but it's like the time to find it, and that is Starburst jelly beans.
You are correct. Those are good.
Yeah, no, but you can find them off-season, but fucking Easter is when you're just gonna see the shelves of them. And you're just like, yas!
Yeah, it's like that with Cadbury cream eggs, right? Like, they're a normal-ass candy, but you don't see them everywhere unless it's Easter. Cadbury's cream eggs high on my list, but it's not my favorite, I don't think.
So let me think here.
Jelly beans are pretty rad. I got an answer if
yeah, go for it.
Ready. Hey, I can answer this because I literally spent somewhere between $15 and $20. I'd have to look up the exact number with tax. On a big old pack of Skittles and Starburst. It's Skittles. I love Skittles. I especially love Scour Skittles. Sour Skittles are the best. But no, I have long memories of Skittles all the way down from like youth to being an adult. Like, talk about Lucky having a couple dollars in his pocket for his garage sale. When I was going to college in between classes, because sometimes, you got like half an hour to kill sometimes doing stuff, because that's how class scheduling works. No, I usually had a couple bucks in my wallet because I was only going every so many days, and I would hit up the vending machines, and I would, spend a couple bucks, get a soda, get some candy, and, exist through the day, because that's how you work in college. And it was always just Skittles. Tropical Skittles, sweet berry Skittles, sour Skittles if they got them. Add some Dr. Pep, I'm good. That's me. I'm alive. I can do whatever coursework bullshit you want. You need me to do an oral presentation in front of people with a slideshow? I'm there. Want me to write that paper? Dunzo. Everything through the power of Skittles. Not that I hate Starburst either. Those are also great. But no, I think it's got to be the Skittles. Especially because sour Skittles exist. Do they make sour Starbursts? I don't even know.
Oh yeah, no, they totally have sour Starburst jelly beans.
They're not in my pack. The pack is regular Starburst and then favorite Reds, which is obviously I love.
Yeah. One day I'll just have to send you a bag of sour Starburst. But no, like I'm like honestly, I was a Skittles guy, but I turned into a Starburst guy.
They're both really good. I definitely, as I was, fun fact, in the pre-show, I was actually eating some of my Starbursts because they're juicy. They're good for your throat. Very moist. Don't know what the fuck they do to those gummy candies. I think it also depends on like the time of year and the nature of what you crave, right?
Yeah.
Because like last year, or was it 2 years ago? I bought some candy corn during this season, mostly because the people in what is now the Progression Tournament mocked my love of candy corn, and I was like, how dare you? I will buy candy corn to spite you, and I will eat all of it. But I don't think candy corn is my favorite, because candy corn is literally just sugar. There's no taste to it. It's just sweet. But like, if you want sweet and savory candy, I am a sucker for Reese's Pieces. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, it's like, it either has to be like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as a whole, or Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, I'm still alive, motherfucker, and I got to eat candy corn.
Do you have candy corn, Robin? No?
No,
Well,
Robin
then.
is one of the people who mocked me for candy corn. So he wrote a poem about the Hallmark Channel, and one of our patrons who's not to say this in like trying to figure out how not to sound like a smartass like this, but somebody who's in a lower tier who can't listen to the show live just was in like, I agree with that out of context, especially that last part. And I'm like, Tsuna likes candy corn. Listen, it's all about seasonal stuff. Like sometimes you're in there. I also love Whoppers, but it's been years since I had any.
Oh yeah, no, I love Whoppers too.
I have a strong appreciation, even though I know it's grandma candy, I have a strong appreciation for Werther's caramel candies.
I'm not a big fan of caramel, I will say though.
I like the caramel, but I like the caramel flavor because of the candies, because that was how, hard candy was how we got through road trips. Because it's like, you just have bottles of water and hard candy, and like, all right, I'm dying back here, you know, I'm just listening to audiobooks or you know, drawing in notebooks, and it's like, I see nothing but America for like, American roads for like the same 5 miles. I always recognize all those fucking roads. I still remember those highways today.
Good old U.S. Americana.
Yeah. There's chunks of the Appalachians where I'm like, I know this highway. We're going up this mountain. Cool. This is the mountain where my dad always sings about Smokey and the Bandit because of the truck and the brakes going out.
Sorry, I've been thinking about a lot of 70s and 80s U.S. Americana culture because Taco P is heavily leaning on it. Like, super heavily leaning on it. Literally, the main characters are in, like, a fucking 1970s muscle car as they drive through the Southwest. And they arrive at this diner in the middle of fucking nowhere that has the one guy with the fucking paper hat and they're eating apple pie. And I'm just like, God damn.
Damn. That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I've consumed a lot of hard candies in my life. But no, I think it's the classic skiddliness. Just pour them out, fill them up. Like, if you want to go about chocolate, I'm a sucker for white chocolate in all forms. I still don't know if that's necessarily my favorite.
Lucky's a dark chocolate guy. Give me dark chocolate.
I also appreciate dark chocolate, yes, but I don't know, something about the white chocolate. It may also have been because a lot of my white chocolate consumed as a small child was Hershey's Cookies Cream. That is cookie bits in it.
Is for cookie.
But hopefully that gives you a nice length and breadth on a lot of our candies. You mentioned Cadbury cream eggs. Are Peeps candy, Lucky?
Sugar?
They are, but they're also large. Are they like some kind of confectionery? I mean, they're marshmallows. I guess they're candy.
I would call them a sweet, definitely.
They're definitely some kind of sweet, yeah. Listen, I don't know nothing about, like, hoity-toity fancy cooking. I do know that you don't necessarily buy Peeps where you, like, buy candy at the checkout, but you would buy them in your designated Easter aisle, because that's how shit works. Much like you buy your bulk candy. I mean, I think a regular-ass marshmallow is an accessory, right? Like, when you're a kid, you're an animal. You'll eat a raw-ass marshmallow, but that's not what you're really supposed to do with those things.
No, you're supposed to usually put them in something or melt them down for something.
Yeah, I better say what you're supposed to do with those marshmallows. You're supposed to get a fucking stick you found on the ground, stick it in a fire, slap that motherfucker between some Hershey's chocolate and some graham crackers, and eat that shit up. And then you need to wash your fucking hands. Because s'mores are gross, but they're delicious.
I'm not actually that much of a fan of s'mores. I will just eat a fucking hot marshmallow, though.
I mean, yeah, marshmallow, the whole s'more process is a big pain in the ass, so usually you just roast the marshmallow. That's a lot easier. You just need fire and sticks for that.
No, when I have marshmallows, I'm making fucking Rice Krispie treats. That's what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Rice Krispie treats aren't my top, but I also
don't know if a Rice Krispie treat is technically a candy. It's fucking sugared rice.
Yeah,
it's like a cereal. Literally, it's a cereal grade. Yeah, you do eat them like candy though. Put them in bars.
That reminds me, I should make fucking Rice Krispie Valentines for my coworkers this year. I think I will. One year I did this and I messed up because the fucking cookie cutter mold I had was just metal edges, and trying to use a metal edge fucking cookie cutter, like where the part where you push down, was a bad idea because those things get tough, and I just had a heart-shaped impression on my hand for like a day, and I was like, this was dumb me.
Yeah. No, I'm sure I'm sure it was made originally for soft cookie dough.
Yeah, no. But no, I should make some Rice Krispie treats.
Honestly, somebody earlier in chat said candy corn is good, but the pure sugar aspect makes it hard to eat a ton at a time. I appreciate that. If it was too easy to eat, I would eat too much. The fact that I feel like I'm gonna die after I eat a bag of sour Skittles, but in a good way, is good for me because I can stop. I'm not really good with like hand food snacks that you can just eat forever, because then I eat those forever.
Yeah, no, I've done that way too often.
I love jelly beans. That's a hazard with jelly beans.
Yeah. I have eaten entire bags of fucking Starburst jelly beans in one sitting. I know this fucking pain.
I have that problem with chocolates. Like, we do stockings around here, and usually they're stuffed with, like, Hershey's Kisses and stuff, and my stash of candy lasts, like, half as long as my parents'. Because I'm just like, I'll have a Hershey's Kiss. I'll have another Hershey's Kiss. And then it's like, some days it's like, how many Hershey's Kisses can I fit in my mouth at once? And then you're like, oh shit, my Hershey's Kisses are gone. Oh well, it was good while it lasted. Regrets for horseshoes and hand grenades, everybody.
No, but I have to say, if it's Halloween candy, it's probably Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Any other time, it's probably Starburst jelly beans. That is my official answer, and I am going to move on.
Thinking about it, yeah, chocolates are definitely for me a Christmas thing, right? Like a little Christmas treat. Hershey's Kisses. Like the white chocolate and the peppermint swirls.
Ooh,
this is a man not fond of mint, by the way.
Oh
but
no,
put that mint with that a little bit of chocolate. Like I said, I don't like raw mint, like mint flavoring on like all the things that are flavored mint for some ungodly reason. But you put some mint with some chocolate, and suddenly I'm okay.
No, the peppermint for me in the holidays is the peppermint balls.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much pepper and mint for me.
Nah, well, I like mint on a general basis, but no, I will just because I don't know what they do with it, but the peppermint balls are like aerated, so they don't actually have as much mass as like a fucking candy cane would. So they're a lot easier just to like crunch down on and like get going, or you can just suck them until they're nothing.
Yeah,
but a fucking staple of my Christmas like sweetness is fucking hot chocolate. Like this is when I get out. This is when I start getting like alcohol and marshmallows, and like I get several gourmet hot chocolates. I'm like, yes, no, this is culture.
I think I've talked before about though that may have been on WhatsApp, about what I call my Wake the Dead special, which is not a Christmas thing, but a college paper thing, which is you take a mug, you put I put milk in it, and then you heat that milk up, and then you put hot chocolate in it, instant hot chocolate mix. You throw in a dash of coffee, and if you've got it, put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in there. You will not sleep for, it feels like a week, and you will get that paper done before midnight.
What is my coffee mix right now? So I just have a regular black. I have a usual dark roast, and then I add milk, usually a flavoring syrup, usually raspberry, and then milk and a chai mix. I think that's my coffee right now. It's a little weird, but I like it.
I'm a scrub. It's throw instant coffee, mix it up with a little bit of water, pour the rest with milk, warm that milk up, throw a couple teaspoons of just plain ass sugar in there. I'm done. Not too bitter, but not too sweet. Hopefully not too hot.
Yeah, that's the thing I gotta be careful about. With my coffee sound, I'm like, I'm done. Anytime I go to like a Starbucks or something, it's like ice. It's like, sir, it's like 20 degrees iced.
Yeah, I do not mind also a good iced or cold brew coffee. That's something that I got into occasionally at college as well, is just buy those out of the fridge, pop the top. Sweet coffee.
Okay, I see these recipes for peppermint Oreo balls, and I am concerned because I want to make these. God damn it.
That sounds dangerous.
I know.
I love Oreo cookies. I love Oreo cookies, and I can tolerate, unless, like I said, I can tolerate mint in a chocolate context. That sounds bad.
What is this?
God only knows, though. Even though it's the middle of fucking October, it's still over 70 degrees Fahrenheit outside my room right now.
Look at this decadence!
What the fuck? It's shaped that way?
Yeah!
My God. I mean, I guess that's the easier, but holy shit. I guess that would work. Because, okay, so everyone who's not a patron right now, by the way, give me any amount of money you can see this, but you have to be the 10 and up level to get the context for this in our live chat. But, like, what Lucky has posted is a picture of the Oreo peppermint balls. It looks like just crushed up Oreo, wadded up, and then bound together with a shell of crushed up peppermints. Don't ask me how they've stuck this together. I don't know if they use the mortar and pestle or not, or they just use the fucking hammer. But that's what it is.
Hey, listen, I've made the easiest fucking way to make a fucking pie crust. I swear to God, just stick a whole bunch of either Oreos or graham crackers in a bag, smash it to fucking bits, and then just mix it with butter and lay it flat in a pan. Boom, pie crust. So no, you just have to fucking hit it with a fucking hammer.
Yeah, smoosh it.
I have made like so many chocolate pies. Just be like, oh yeah, I need a fucking Oreo pie crust. Let me just get out the ye old hammer. Here's a plastic bag. How many fucking Oreos? All of them.
I hope this satisfies your question, petitioner. You have asked and we have answered you.
We shall move on. This next one comes from Dead from Paramedic School. Isn't that the opposite of what paramedics are supposed to do? I think they're supposed to be alive.
5 cents. No blood. Head gone. I don't remember the rest of the joke. Lucky, we've been here for 2 hours. I'm glad. But also, what the fuck? Let's keep going.
I can talk about anything, yo. So, they say, no question, just want to wish everyone luck on the Saber Wars II rolls. Hope you're feeling better. Lucky. I'm slightly bamboozled by life, and I can't speak to save my life. I guess that's, progress.
He lives, he dies, he lives again.
Don't witness me. I'm ugly right now. Ugh.
But do witness his words as he speaks to you.
I speak. So thank you very much for that. Gonna move on. The next one comes from Hot Soup Warms You Up. That is true. One of my rainy day comfort foods is usually a fucking bowl of tomato soup, lightly peppered, with 1 to 2 grilled cheeses.
My grilled cheese combo soup is cream of mushroom. I know that sounds alien coming from me, but it's an old thing.
I've never been a fan of cream of mushroom.
Yeah, I don't like fried mushrooms, so I don't know why the fuck I like cream of mushroom soup. I guess it just was inoffensive to me at a young age and just got in there.
I like regular mushrooms, but fucking hallucinogenic mushrooms are a trip. Just laying on my bed watching the fucking ceiling twist is wild. Those are the only kind of mushrooms I enjoy. I think I sold some at $20 for some. So, question. This is probably more for Lucky, but curious. On the job, what happens to broken stuff? Repair it or just throw it away? So, if it gets to me, so at my job, usually, we test things, and we usually have things, we sell things, everything as is. We do almost no repair work on anything. We will just note the conditions that it's in. Usually we'll note, if it powers on, if it's working, or if it's just something, as we like to call, parts and repair, which means it doesn't fucking work. So all you can use it is for parts, or you can repair it. So we don't necessarily...
Some people do. I don't know why YouTube recommends them to me, because I don't think I've ever watched one in my life, but there are whole channels built out of refurbishing old-ass electronics that you think are fucking dead and will never work again.
Yeah. So... Yeah, no, but usually most things that come to my table are usually... I get very few parts and repair things. Funnily enough, a lot of video game consoles usually come in as parts or repair because they've bricked in some way or fashion. Like a lot of PS3s and Xbox 360s.
Gee, I wonder why. As a guy who had to buy 3 PS3s. I even shipped off one of them to repair, and they were like, we don't know.
A lot of things is usually vintage electronics, like receivers. Like old radio receivers, a lot of times those come in as parts of repair.
How old? Sometimes are they still running on tubes?
Yeah. I've handled fucking trader receivers from World War II. Literally World War II. It was actually a military receiver. It was wild. This is why I like this job. I'm all like, this shit is fucking history. Handled books that were literally published in in the 1800s. And I'm just all like, why did you throw this away? Probably because you can't fucking read it, and it's probably very, very not politically correct. Probably. Taboo. No, but I handle a lot of stuff. Yeah. So that is that. So, we're gonna move on. Thank you very much for that question. I haven't been to work in a week, and I'm a little scared that they might have fired me because I haven't shown up for a week. I did call out properly, but it was a week. I might be having a little bit of a crisis. Mentally. I don't know if that picks up on the mic. When I actually make my higher pitched noises, they don't actually pick up, which I find hilarious.
Some of them cut out, but sometimes it stays. Usually it becomes one of those perfectly cut screams type shit.
Oh, the last one cut out? Yeah.
Yeah, you peaked a little bit there.
I peaked. Maybe it's something I have to do with my mic or something, but I wish I could actually properly catch that sound. But this next one comes from Genshin bringing the husbandos. That's good. Alright. So, if I remember correctly, both of you have used emulators for your gacha games in the past, right? Wrong. I'm still using emulators now. Ha 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 ha. It's looking like I'll be to as well, but I'm a little nervous downloading free programs from the internet, and I'm worried about losing my accounts, not risking FGO because I would die. Is it pretty safe or simple? Have you linked pre-existing accounts? Sorry if my wording is weird. I feel like I'm explaining this bad. Wishing you both good health and gacha rolls in the coming weeks. So, I'll save you a little bit of a headache. I'm going to tell you. What you're going to want to do is probably your best point is to pick up BlueStacks. Mm-hmm. BlueStacks is it's an Android emulator.
Yep.
So, it's not necessarily just for gacha games and stuff, but you can link it to Google Play accounts and other stuff.
BlueStacks is an emulator in the sense that it creates an environment on your computer where you're basically running a clone of Android.
Yes.
Like, it creates a virtual phone that runs on your desktop.
Yeah.
Which means that, as Lucky brought up, you can install apps to BlueStacks, you can link it to your Google Play account, all of that stuff. BlueStacks does this for you, like, automatically through the Android setup. It's like, hey, do you have a Google account you want to connect this to? Go for it.
Yeah. And like I said,
you can link Twitter inside your BlueStacks, which I've done before.
Yeah. It's what I play several games on. That's what I play Azure Lane on, Destiny Child on. I don't think I've been able to actually install Near Reincarnation on it, though. Probably
some games are not perfect on BlueStacks.
Yeah.
And I will, like Lucky, I played a lot of games. There was a time when I was on my previous phone and I just didn't have any fucking space. I moved everything but FGO onto BlueStacks. So that means I moved stuff that was on my phone to my BlueStacks emulator. So, to your question of, like, is it safe and simple to link pre-existing accounts? Yes. If you have previously bound your account, BlueStacks is literally just running Android. It will work if everything has been set up correctly. The only thing I think I have the question for is FGO, because FGO, I have never personally transferred FGO to BlueStacks, because FGO's account binding is kind of weird.
I mean, you can use transfer codes, but honestly, I wouldn't, because you can only run one instance of FGO at a time, I believe, because you can only have one transfer code.
So if you can access FGO on your phone, just do that. If not, move to BlueStacks and stay on there until you're ready to put it on a new phone, if you even can.
Yeah, no, because like with Destiny Child and Azure Lane, I can literally be playing it on my, because both of them use Twitter Twitter. I can literally just bind them both, and I can just pick up my phone, play it there, put it down, open it on BlueStacks, and it'll pick me up right where I was.
Fuck, I've had not that you need to, but I'm pretty sure I've had to like double check everything. I've had the game open on multiple devices at the same time. I think some games kick you out when they do that. They're like, oh, you're logged in somewhere else, but like, it's possible to at least access them both at the same time, and it realizes, oh, hey, you're over here now. Oh, hey, you're over here now. And they just don't care. FGO's a little pickier about that because it's older, but you can absolutely transfer it to BlueStacks with a transfer code. And possibly it will remember if you have a Google Play account. I did not have to input my transfer code when I switched FGO over to my newest phone, and that was an Android to Android switch, but I don't know if that's guaranteed. I still have my transfer code saved with all the stuff, just in case.
Just in case.
Which, by the way, is a pro tip we should occasionally remind you about. Have a transfer code and a password. Have them written down. Have them written down multiple places. Be prepared. Like I said, FGO does have sort of account binding in that it remembers your, like, iOS and Google accounts, kind of. But it's not perfect. And it's not like you necessarily, like, turn it on and off or anything. It's not as simplistic as Twitter binding, which is just you tell your gacha game to authenticate your Twitter login, and Twitter's like, yo, this you, dog? And I'm like, yeah, me. They're like, cool. And then they tell this gacha game, like, yo, they cool. And the gacha game's like, alright, here's your stuff.
Yep,
Loop, loop, here's Skyfire. Thank you.
So, that is that. And we shall move on. This next one comes from Guy with a Plan, who says, hey guys, no question, but I want to wish you good luck in life and on your future roles. I super appreciate that. Like, I would definitely like to get Space Ishtar and Calamity Jane in less than a fucking, 100... Actually, I want to have to. Yeah, 120 sand quartz. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. It'd be even more amazing if I was able to get them both and MHA Alter without having to actually whip out my wallet. Well, actually, my PayPal account. I'm not going to whip out my wallet. Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure I also do my link to PayPal.
So, thank you very much. This next one comes from some random Renfaith fan who's terrified for Monday. Yes, the day of reckoning is upon many. A lot of people have been losing their shit over this. Actually, I do have to ask, is, like, Space... I know this is, like, sounding super, super fucking odd for someone who played this game for several years and on that, but is Space Ishtar, like, super fucking good or something?
So, Space Ishtar is the first servant who can change her NP card type to anything, and she has a 50% battery. I don't know if she's, like, crazy good. She is an Avenger, so their stats are usually pretty cracked, but the fact that she can fit with whatever support you have is very handy. Yeah, I think somebody said she's the best AoE DPS, so she does loop with quick. Okay, I have to double check. I wasn't sure because her NP's only 3 hits. Are we accounting for a Brave Chain in that then? Probably not, but yeah, it's because she's it's because, like I said, she's effectively color agnostic. You can make her NP whatever color you need, so she fits in with whatever support servants you have.
I see.
On top of this, she has decent, she just has good skill. Like, she has, like, 2 20% NP damage ups. She has a self 20% attack up. She's got a 50% battery, which has, like, an 80% chance to do 20% up on all her card types. Spoilers for wanted, but you'll get all the details later and double-check everything. But it's like, yeah, she's very, very goo, because she's so flexible. But yeah.
Alrighty. So, they actually have to say, hello, Lucky Omega. Don't have any questions, just want to write that I'm very nervous about Spacious Tar's banners, and I have everything ready to immediately level 100, 10 Space Spishtar. Only need the character herself. Hope your rolls go well, too. That is all. Well, you are dedicated, my good fellows. I do. I will wish that upon ye. Because that's the thing, man. When people actually put like that much effort getting ready for it, I feel like some people should be at least rewarded in some way or fashion. But man, it's just the gotcha. It's just the gotcha, man. You can't do it. So I hope everything goes bad. I will not let you touch my feet, though. You cannot have that luck.
Mm.
So with that, we move on, though. So this next one comes from Mr. Sloth, who says, "How are you doing? Hope Lucky's cold is better. There is progress." They go on to say, "Good luck on the gacha rolls when the barter drops. I will need it. We will all need it. Luck for everybody."
Do we want to mention the metagame of this question?
No.
Okay.
I shamed that person publicly on Discord. I don't need to do it on the internet.
Well, I was just thinking about your response about the rules element.
Well, like I said, I'll talk about that when I actually get it done.
Okay. All right.
Like, I'm not gonna...
I was just wondering if we wanted to bring up this sensation because we started cracking jokes about it. But okay, we'll what is that? Good luck on your gacha rolls as well, sir, Mr. Sloth.
So, with that, we move on. So, this next one comes from Agent 418, who says, "Hello, Omega and Lucky. With the CE campaign out, I was thinking that another way to limit break CEs would be nice. Or am I asking too much? P.S. Hope everyone is ready for space lasers." Me, personally, no, I do not think it is too much to ask for an alternative way to, max limit break fucking limited items. Without having to wait.
So, like, with servants, we have access to, USOs, unregistered spirit origins, blank saint graphs. So, yeah, I was thinking about this question. I don't think that's too much. That could work. I don't know, like, how they would do it.
It's easy to just make a item. Because, like, here's the thing, like, I think they can do it because, to shout out another game. This is what Near Reincarnation does. With Near Reincarnation, all the items, because your items are usually, your main items are spent into the character costume and their weapon. And of course, they have limited run banners and stuff, and so, might only get a copy of them. They're rare, and you can also get them by paying for them, but there is a thing that you can do. It's called, I think it's for, they're called handbooks. You get 10 handbooks, which you can get through, like, a variety of ways, usually, like, through events or, like, other thing. And you can just up the limit on one character, whatever fucking character. Even, each one has its own tier. Like, the SR ones have, like, these shiny purple, I think they're called advanced handbooks. And then, each lower tier. But, yeah, no, so if you don't even have all versions of a single character, as long as you get enough handbooks, you can keep limit breaking them. I was like, I really like this. Because it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, rolling extra copies is obsolete, but it means that once the limited moment has gone and you have this limited unit, you can still have potential to bring them up to their full potential. You're not literally broke because you didn't spend enough fucking money on the banner.
Yeah, I would have to definitely double check how, like, Nier phrases its banners. Like, do they let you know in the banner announcements? Remember, you can still get blah 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 through handbooks. Like, there's a little bit of, like, specific wording legalese that's involved in these games. Which is why FGO does and does not do certain things, like letting you know, oh, this CE will be permanently in the story gacha after this point, etc. They always have to shout that out in big red letters. But certainly with USOs existing in the game, I think there's a precedent for an item that just becomes more copies of a CE. I'm wondering just how, because the CE library is so large, you do that, because FGO doesn't have, like, other items sub in for that, Like, even if you use USOs to get another servant,
you know what it should be? It should just be another fucking CE. Like we have fucking experienced CEs. It should just be a limit break CE.
Yeah, I was wondering. As I was talking about it, I was wondering if that would be possible for them to code an item like that. If they could, that would be great. Just put, like, I don't know, 5 I think is the usual number. Put like 5 at the rare prism shop for like 1 or 2 rare prisms a pop a month, and let people, MLB their CEs that are old and stuff that are broken. And I mean, I know obviously that CEs are like a big deal, but if you only get 5 copies, that's like 1 limit broken CE per month. That's not a big deal. You release like 6 new CEs a month, usually, or more. Sometimes a lot more. And I don't know, maybe because they have dead weeks, like 5 is too many. Maybe they go to 3. I don't know. You could find a way to balance it with like feeling like your guys are accidentally cheating yourself out of the money, and you still have to roll that first copy, obviously, because you have to physically have it to limit break it. So
yeah,
no, that would, if you could code it that way, that would definitely be good. If they cannot code it that way, that would probably mean a clusterfuck, like the browsing the spend unregistered spirit origins list, which is a thing. But you could probably make this work in some way, yeah. And I would say tie it to the Rare Prism Shop. You guys don't do enough with that. That's right, I'm still calling you out. Oh, yeah, they could... I mean, that would probably be even more coding, but if they could just make it so you can't do that to event CEs until the event's over, that would make sense, because you'd want to make sure that people aren't, like, aren't just paying to win, like, damage CEs and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you want to... It's all about that progression.
Yeah, because those are tied to, like, event progression, and sometimes they're fucky, like... sometimes I think they've almost universally JP has stopped making you need CE drops for the most part, but sometimes it's still happening over here, so that's kind of annoying. Thank God, they have 2 fucking damage CEs, and you can get all 5 copies on both of them in this event. That at least is fine. But yeah, if you would just be like, okay, the event's over, you can no longer roll these CEs in the pool. Well, you can spend your Ascension CEs. Put a cute image of foe on it. I mean, if you can code a CE that has no effect other than provide EXP, I'm sure you can do something. Just have it count as the flag for whatever
increases
limit break is.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure like the coding for these items is something akin to if X is also X and equals increase.
Yeah, we know that there's a flag because the game has that highlight text, which is like if you click it, it'll be like limit increase, and I'm like. So you can track it. So you could definitely probably just code an item that has that set to everybody. Hopefully that I don't think the concept is too much to ask, but I also understand the realisms of programming the 6-year-old game, and I'm like, hopefully that wouldn't be too much trouble for the programmers. They don't have to like manually edit their spreadsheet or whatever. Hopefully they can just like assign it a tag, but you never know. But I sure think that would be possible within the constraints and would be useful. I have some fucking old ass CEs that are never MLB'd.
Yeah, no, I keep thinking about my little petite devil. I'm just like, one day.
And like I said, if you've straight up missed your opportunity to roll, you've missed your opportunity to roll. Like you can't that system of a CE that levels up only works if you have a CE. So you still have to roll like 1 copy manually. All right, I think we had a good hypothetical discussion there for once.
Yeah. So we shall move on. Thank you very much for that. Did I say the PS? Hope everyone is ready for Space Lasers.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the story only Lost Belt CEs. Well, I mean, you can get extra copies in Story Gotcha. It still pains me though.
Okay.
Remember when we got free servants, and then they're gonna give us a free servant in fucking Lost Belt 6 because Nasu is a lunatic.
So the next one comes from. Let's see here.
2.5 hours.
Cat Gear Ghoul may elude my bunny girl, and now bunny girl is now a bride. This sounds like sexual assault. What?
Do we need to have a sexual harassment workshop?
Maybe. This sounds like some yobai shit. Or as they translate it in English, night crawling. Which still doesn't fucking explain what yobai is.
Yobai sounds yabe.
Yeah, it does. It is kind of yabe. It's one of those, this can easily be fucking abused kind of ancient cultural things. And guess what? It was culturally abused. It was fucking abused.
Yeah, no, that's one of those, oh, this is one of our weird, quirky things from the past. That seems weird. Everybody's got them.
Everybody's got them.
I too hope Lucky logged in today, but it's midnight.
Oh, if we're talking FGO, yes, I did log in. I was checking stuff earlier. This person's probably talking about Final Fantasy XIV and getting married in there, and Lucky wants to be a blushing bride. Excuse. Aresh won't marry me, though. I asked Aresh to be my waifu, and Aresh was just like, no. Literally was just, no. Then I told Aresh they were being tsundere, and they were like, am not.
God damn it, Suna.
Suna was there, I think.
Yeah, Suna with the save. Just sliding in with the assist. Alright, I think we've only got like 4?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
No, I can count. 6-ish? 6.5? 2 fortnights.
So, they go on to say, nothing to say this week other than good luck on the banner when it drops, and get well soon, lucky. I'll probably be better soon. I ate a fucking Chipotle burrito. Those things are huge. They cost like $12 though. Well, I get the $12. I put fucking guac on that shit. I love guac. I didn't think I loved guac, but I do.
Sweet, sweet calories.
But no, good luck to you too if you're rolling. Honestly, like, again, I'm like, I know some people are all like, Spishtar is better than Kama, and I'm all like, well, fuck you guys. I don't care about that. But, like I said, I do want CEs, and I pray in my heart of hearts that maybe a CJ will drop. Because she seems very...
We'll see what happens.
Because she seems very Genki, and I'm all like, this is good. Sometimes you just need a wholesome cheerleader in your life, telling you to do your best.
Quiet, Grimlord.
So, we are going to move on. Thank you very much. This next one comes from SoccerFan07. Space Rodeo? See ya, Space Cowboy. Actually, that reminds me. I know there was some Cowboy Bebop news. Weren't they, like, actually animating something new and getting back, like, the original JP voice actors for it or something?
I didn't hear about that. Only just people talking about the casting and then the fact that they made the movie opening just the anime opening, but with real humans.
I mean...
And some special effects. I mean, that's better than the other Hollywood anime live-action bullshit, but...
I mean, I feel that plays proper homage, because Tank is a beast of an opening.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a classic, as is the style of the opening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the OG cast to dub it into Japanese, which is still great.
That's
but
hilarious,
also,
I love it.
But still, it makes perfect sense. They're those characters forever.
I mean, yeah, no, you wouldn't... That's one of those things that you wouldn't not do unless they were, like, dead or something.
They have queries. Hey, Lucky and Mega, how are you guys? Your queries for the week. Lucky, first off, is your scooter fixed yet? No. As much as a rocket power scooter offered by Konya Sky might be tempting, I don't think it's a deal worth taking, if I'm going to be honest. Second, if you're in charge of a Christmas event, which of your favorite servants would you give the chance of being Santa? Excuse me, Santa Tamamo. Duh. Fuck it, we'll do a combo. Give me a Santa Tamamo and a Santa Kama. Duh. Hang on. So, Megas is, and Omega, here's your query. Considering we have a Saber Wars 2, considering the fact, that Saber Wars 2 is upon us, we have Space Artoria, MHX, MHXX, and MHXA. We have our current Space Ishtar, so between BB and Kama, would either one of those count as Space Sakura?
No. They're not from the Servant Universe. I talk about this a little in the Wanted script, because it's actually kind of important. We'll learn a decent bit more about the Servant Universe in this event, in the bright blue galaxy, shining blue galaxy, whatever they translated it as. But no, the Servant Universe is a straight up alternate universe. It is a different world line. So yeah, no, Kama and BB are from, well, BB's not from our world line, but you know what I mean. They're from separate world lines. So no, they are not technically Space Sakura. I don't know if there is a Space Sakura, but probably there is a Servant Universe equivalent of her. I don't know what that is though. Kama did try to be everything everywhere, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah, this is some conceptual level universe stuff. She's the universe, but she's not the Servant Universe.
Yeah. She is space, but she's not their space, because she's not from space. And, you know, Summer Bee's not from... Well, okay, she's from the moon, but she's not from, like, space anyway. And also, technically, she's from, like, a computer inside the moon. I don't know how that works for being an alien.
It's weird, y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway, looking forward to the upcoming Christmas pregame as well as the Atlantis pregame. Hopefully we are prepared for the BS we'll soon throw at us. Keep up the great work. You guys are rad. No, you are
prepared.
Rad. Actually, when is Atlantis? Is it next month? Is it early last month or late last month?
I think the way it works is we get early Crimbo, and then...
What Crimbo? Oh, yeah, no, Nightingale Crimbo.
Yeah, Nightingale Crimbo. Archer Nightingale, Saber Stolf. I believe that's early Crimbo, and then end of the year is Atlantis Shenanigans. That dovetails into New Year's, because that's got a couple banners. No, you are probably not prepared, because everyone has told me that the two halves of Lost Belt 5 are bullshit. You can still cheese them with the right setups, but they're a fuck and a half, I've heard.
I wonder if HXD
Hey. Nope. None of that. It's not after Halloween. You can't do that. Somebody posted a dancing Padaru in chat, and I'm like, nope. Stop that. Don't you Canada hack me, buddy. You're Texas Canadian. God damn you using your negative IQ on me.
Oh,
okay,
God.
what the fuck? Well, I think I have to let that one pass.
All right, so
Spooky, scary, Darude. The syllables
Nice,
work.
they do.
I leave
I don't
you
wanna
with that
dwell-
thought.
We're gonna move on.
I leave
So
you with that thought.
So thank you very much. We're gonna move on. And we move on to Azalea Crimson, who says, "Hello, Megan and Luck. I hope you guys are doing well and wish you a good weekend. For my question, what do you think of Ishtar's name localization? Do you agree with it or disagree?" I agree with it because she has a fuck ton of the names, and it really doesn't actually fucking matter.
No, Space Ishtar is a perfectly literal translation of her name. I think it's fine. I know that some of the text is just S Ishtar in the profiles, but Space Ishtar is fine. No, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about it being spelled Ashtart.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant. Like,
yeah, I know. Lucky took it the serious way. I was like, I've got the joke. No, but for the things Lucky said, no, guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand because I haven't told you yet, but you don't understand. This lady, God, I hate humans. There's so many fucking different spellings of her name through like 4 different related languages. And then like you get into like the Hebrew and her name is multiple reasons. Sometimes it's singular or plural. Literally, the Bible hijacks their name for Ashtarte, Ashtoreth, and then uses it as the plural to just mean generic goddess. It just means heathen goddess, and they just use that. And I'm like, you're not fucking wrong though. God damn it. It's just Ishtar's all the way down. So no, I don't care what how to spell it. There's no accepted spelling, and I don't remember if this was on mic because that was literally, hold on, pulling up the mission clock, 2 hours, 40 minutes ago that we started. I don't know if it was on mic or not, but I said, I think the way they've written it, Ashtarte, possibly with a silent E, or Ashtart, is the most phonetic. Like I said, I heard Red of OSP pronounce it still written Astarte as Ashtarte. So, and like, this is the same name where the word, the name of the goetic demon, Ashtaroth, comes from. Or Astaroth in some spellings. That guy's also got like 4 different spellings. Usually the ash sound is preserved, so I think that that's phonetically correct, and I literally have no idea. I don't know if scholars agree. I talked about this before with Sheath and I, that we don't actually know. Scholars can't agree on how you should spell Ainu phenomes, because I don't think they have a written language. I think it's just oral. So, like, yeah, no, linguistics is complicated. Don't expect it to be pretty. This is not a, like, Artoria Altria situation where other people are clearly using a more accurate localization, and then just the OG refuses to have sense because, I don't know, they don't want to invalidate official products or something. I still don't get it. I still don't get how, like, whoever's doing the localization licenses over here can get away with Artoria, but fucking Aniplex can't. But yeah, no, it's not that kind of situation. I think it's just all of the spellings are technically legitimate because guess what? Those names aren't written in English with English letters anyway. Spoilers. So, yeah, it's like, think of it like, I have a couple of examples, but I think the most relevant one in English is, think of it this way. Between British and American English, we can't fucking decide if some letters have an extra U in them. And that's in modern-ass English, okay? God forbid, like, different cultures with actual different technical languages and dialects. You know, Ishtar's name isn't originally Ishtar, it was Inanna to the Sumerians, but because we explicitly love Babylonia for some reason really much in Nasiverse, he probably just loves the Epic of Gilgamesh. I understand. Ishtar is the later Babylonian name for the same goddess. It's nuts. It's wild. I have my colored string, guys. You are not prepared. The Wanted will just be 15 minutes of this. Just me adding colored string to the board.
What's it? I think not.
But yeah, that's all I got to say on the quote-unquote translation question. Or localization, or whatever you think it is. I think it's just transliteration. I'll have to actually listen to her lines, you know. Cross my heart, hope today I get her. I'll have to actually listen to her lines and see how she pronounces her own name. But also they use different names to refer to different ascensions. It hurts. It hurts so much. What is time? What is space? What is language? What are thoughts? I don't know. Let's move on.
We shall move on. So thank you very much for that. Like he's just been here clipping his nails.
As you do when I literally go onto the conspiracy board rant.
So, thank you for that. We move on to I will not be the owner of a Gouda Gouda poster girl. That is sadness. I shall play my tiny violin for you. Except I don't have one, because I don't care.
I think I have that sound
me.
clip somewhere because I used it in a progression episode, but I'm not going to dig it up just for this.
No, it's not that I don't care, but man. We need a tyranny sip emote? I'll put it on the list. How should I make that sip? Should it be like...
It's got to be like the mailbag. He's got to be holding the cup with an ear.
Yeah.
I don't think T-Rabbits have arms.
No, they're just blobs that are vaguely rabbit-shaped. So, where was it? Ah, yes. I was wondering if you had devised any new catalysts or riches for the Saber Wars II panel. I've come up with a rain dance where rain is brought forth from my own tears as I look down into my wallet. Wow. Catalysts? Well, as I said, for the actual banner, for the first banner, I'm not pulling out my wallet, so that, I will not be burning my soul's fire on that. I hope. Please, I hope. God, please don't make me fucking love Space Ishtar in this event. God, fuck. Oh!
Lucky, I don't think that can be avoided. There's like 3 Space Ishtars in this event.
That's my weakness. That's like literally my weakness. It's like, oh, I don't need them. I'll be fine. I don't need them mechanically, and their design's okay. I'll live. And then I play them in story. I'm all like, no, my heart. I get Drek kicking and screaming to my bank account. It's like fucking, it's like Fight Club when, I can't remember the fucking protagonist's name. But he's like literally fighting Dylan, and all you see on the camera is him fighting himself. It's exactly that. Tyler, his name? What's the other guy's name?
Tyler Durden. I think that was just the name of Brad Pitt, not him though.
Yeah,
Or did they have the actual same name? I thought Tyler Durden was the personification. It's been a while since I've watched Fight Club, guys.
Yeah, no, Tyler Turner was the personification, but the other guy had a different name.
Was he just Jack? Remember. I think he was just Jack.
Probably just
Jack.
Jack.
Have a last name?
No, that was just... Like, honestly, I think it'd have been telling for him just to be Jack.
That would make sense with the tone of Fight Club.
Yes. But, no, that's Lucky when I'm doing this. I'm like, no, Lucky, you can't do it. But then I'm gonna be like, yes, Lucky, do it. I'm like, no! As I'm like strangling myself, rolling on the floor. That's me. But no, for Space Ishtar, I don't know, maybe I'll go up on the roof and hold my phone as close to space as I can. I'll probably look a lot like I'm doing the scene from Lion King, but what the fuck ever.
Nah.
Space Ishtar, come to me, oh please.
She won't.
My God.
You're just doing the whole fucking chant, and then you hear the chorus behind you. No. God damn it, chorus. Why'd you have to come in and bum me out like that?
Excuse me, Philharmonic Orchestra, do you mind? Ooh, Carl Sagan is probably good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I might throw up that remix of Markiplier yelling about how cool space is, because he loves space. He's a bro like that. No, what actually I'm gonna do is I think will it be Monday night or Sunday night? I don't know if I'll be streaming or if I'll have just on Star Wars. I gotta look at the time zones. But I will probably, I have access to Disney Plus. Maybe we'll just play The Mandalorian. That's about space bounty hunters in the background. Somebody in our Discord posted something I've not seen in a long time.
Oh, is it Place Your Phone Mat?
Yeah, Place Your Phone Mat. It's fucking huge. We don't see those a lot these days, but yeah, somebody posted one, and I'm like, I don't know, I might do that.
I might put Visions on.
I could blast the Star Wars theme, or I could blast Suzugana Isana, the song they commissioned for Jedi Fallen Order, where they got an actual Mongolian rock band to fucking sing in Huttese. Yeah, that's a good song.
Oh yeah, no,
they bust out the fucking mouth harp. They got the Mongolian throat singing style vocals. It's good. It sounds very, very alien when your boy Cal Kestis plays it on his space Walkman, chillin'. Fallen Order's really good, guys. In case we didn't emphasize that to you.
That's a 14 joke, by the way, that he just brought. That Suna mentioned.
Because
there's also Mongolian throat singing when you fight Ravana, who's a giant Ant-Man, by the way.
It happens a lot. I mean, Duel of the Fates is just random yelling in Sanskrit.
It is.
There are some other soundtracks which have more focused random Sanskrit bits, but apparently that was a thing because I didn't even realize it at the time. But that was in a lot of the really cool soundtrack bits you remember that were vocal from The Matrix, which is very on theme.
I mean, sometimes you don't need lyrics; just sometimes you just need cool mouth noises.
Well, yeah, that's what a lot of choirs are. I don't even know if the choir is singing words in Airbuster. I just know that the choir is there to emphasize the notes, and it fucking works.
Yeah,
as do the guitar transitions and the strings.
See, now I gotta go listen to the fucking Airbuster theme again.
Always be listening to the Airbuster theme. Always be Airbusting. I mean, it is like 7 minutes. Sometimes you don't got that time to carve out in your day.
I mean, recently I've been ABD, always be your dearly beloved Swing Edition.
No, it's good. Somebody's already clipped all the Smash versions of the tracks. I think that they're not remixed, so they're identical to their original versions, but, people are about stuff.
So, with that, though...
Swing version's very upbeat, but the normal slow... first of all, I don't know how to play piano, but I feel like if you just told me what the notes were, I could phantom play Dearly Beloved on the piano. You just know the notes.
Man, I miss the days when I could play Aeros's theme on the piano. I played by tablature, so it's not really learning how to play, but it was still great. Like, just push this key, and then this key, and then this key. I don't actually know what these notes are, but if I know I have to push this key, this key, this key, and this rhythm, it sounds like it. Perfect.
Whatever works. I believe I have listened to some people nerd out about music, and apparently sometimes teaching music, especially teaching vocals, but teaching any kind of music is kind of, by feel rather than by, like, science. Occasionally this fucks with you, but, like, definitely, like, there's some wiggle room in what the fuck people call things and what you do with them. But anyway, we got, like, 3 left.
3 left. So with
in
that...
the middle of our bag, in the middle of mailbag.
Or at the
it's
end
always
of
songs with us.
I mean, we're people of media.
Well, and songs are usually catchier to quote than lots of other shit. Though I'm gonna drop some quotes from Gideon the Ninth on people.
So, with that, though, we shall move on. Thank you very much. This next one comes from local overworked and underpaid mad lad, Zero Rama. Listen, you gotta seize the means of production, Zero Rama. Seize the means of production.
But don't do that for us, because you're a moderator. Don't seize the production of us. Then we just don't do anything.
Honestly, the thing that bugs me most about hearing that is I never understand what that actually fucking means.
Listen, political theory is full of people telling you to do stuff and just not explaining it to you.
Exactly. That's what I was like, yes, okay, I understand. We need to seize the means of production, but what does that mean? Tell me. Actually tell me.
What the fuck is the patriarchy, actually? After years of study, I've come to the conclusion that the patriarchy is that thing about how old white dudes are in charge of everything. And I understand it. But man, I feel like you probably could have explained it to me, because when you talk... I think I've talked about this before. When I first heard about people talking about smashing the patriarchy, they were just using it as a buzzword, and I was just like, you sound like a lunatic. You sound like a crazy person. You're talking about the patriarchy like there's a literal secret conspiracy of old dudes keeping women's down. Which, I don't know, there might be, but I don't think there is, because I think humans are just dumb most of the time.
It's not on a personal. I don't think it's an intentional thing. It's just people don't want to give up fucking power.
No, it's not. It is not a conspiratorial thing. It is a systematic thing.
Yes.
This is why you should smash the system. I don't know if that's the same thing as seizing the means of production. I genuinely don't.
I don't know what seizing the means of production means. This is one of the reasons why I kind of drifted away from Ron a little bit, is because for a while though, he was all about that. I'm just all like, I can't follow this, Ron. I literally can't. I'm just a blue-collar boy just working fucking minimum wage jobs trying to make my way.
Political philosophy is a thing, and I actually chose not to take any philosophy classes or clubs in college. I took world mythology instead, because I know what I'm about. I think he was logged in earlier a while ago. He just doesn't talk to us anymore. He's busy. He's busy hiding in the desert doing art, I think. Once a month he retweets like 3 cool things on Twitter, and then he's gone. So hopefully he has seized the means of eating bread.
Well, if he doesn't get bread, maybe he can have cake.
Cake or death, please.
That reminds me, there's a new Eddie Izzard special on Netflix. I need to watch that. Also, I need to watch a new Dave Chappelle, because people are pissed about him all like, I need to see what's up.
Yeah, I don't think we should deep cut that on there, but I've seen some of the clips and I have thoughts and feelings.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, I have thoughts and feelings and opinions, but I actually need to hear what he actually fucking said first. So, with that though, we would actually go to this question and not talk about the fucking means of production. Damn it. Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a question, but I thought this when staring at my local gas station media bin. Choose a server. Now, what kind of shovelware video game do you make based off of them? Easy. I'd make Tamamo, and we are going to make a cheap ass fucking strip mahjong game where you match tiles and Tamamo loses clothing. Boom, done.
That's a good shovelware. I was definitely thinking something more complex, but I don't know. I didn't even know. You could pick any server and put them in like one of those shitty flash collect the coin games. When I think shovelware, it's like crappy mobile game titles that aren't about anything, or it's dumb Wii titles where you wiggle the Wiimote to do something stupid, like Or you use it like a steering wheel, even before they released the official steering wheel accessory. Like,
Oh man, I see so many of those.
Carnival games. Throw the Wiimote like you're throwing darts. Let go of the trigger. I'm not gonna do that now. I'm not gonna buy this Carnival game, Gabe. Playing real ass official golf games was apparently too much for the many nieces and nephews. So we bought one of them weird mini golf games, and I'm like, okay, you swing the stick, you hit the ball. Flappy or rash. Stella, it's over. It's the levels are over in 0.5 seconds. That's what I got.
What you get?
No, that's what I mean. That's what I got.
That's yeah. Yeah, but there we go. So we shall moveth oneth. This next one comes from I hear seen green dragon. So I'm trying to figure out what this green dragon is, because I know this person, and they talked about this before, but I never actually clarified what the fucking green dragon was, so I'm a little lost.
Is it not the magic dragon?
I'll ask them later.
I'm leaning back, sorry.
But they say, no real question, just hope you get better lucky, and wish you both luck in Saber Wars II if you're pulling. Get fancy.
Yeah, it's very fancy. How does a Tirabit wear a monocle with no hands? Don't ask questions.
Little do you know, Tirabits are slightly adhesive in all places.
Oh, so do you think that they're sticky, or are they more like a tacky sensation?
Tacky.
Nice.
So, like, you can't just, like, put something on a stick. You have to apply a little bit of pressure, but it'll work.
Yeah. Definitely a little malleable, right?
Yes.
Deepest lore, everybody. Also, to comment earlier what I was talking about, don't think ill of me because I'm leaning back away and resting my brains against my dresser drawers. Because, like I said, I'm sleepy.
Did I draw more in your Tirabit, or did someone else?
Somebody probably did. The Tirabits are a fairly simple design to do. And also, they have the number one thing that I've realized with Gartic Phone that is good. Oh, you did draw. That makes sense. That's where Tirabit started, was a drawing game.
Mm-hmm.
What I've realized is, even if you're a shit artist, which I am 100% because I've never bothered to practice art other than some traces and like basic shapes and stuff. You know what's good? References. Use a fucking reference. Real artists use references. Fake ass artists use references. Pull up something on your second monitor. You'll appreciate it because it lets you like, for me anyway, it lets my brain like translate what I want from my hand and head better than just image training it. And that's why I think Tirabits are probably easy for people to draw, because you can just look and be like, okay, what is this? Got a diamond-shaped head, got some floppy ears, no feet, no arms, mouth, eyes, no nose, dunzo. Maybe a hat. Hat is the same color as the body. Is it an extension of the body, or does he actually have a hat?
Clearly, I need to put these up for some NFTs. Clearly,
I mean, so in like my pure shilling hustle sense, I'm like, listen, some people will pay a lot of money for NFTs. On the other hand, I'm like, NFTs though.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it's worth it. Listen, like I said, I don't harsh anyone for their hustle. You gotta eat, okay? But at the same time, this is weird. This is like one of those like apocalypse things, like, you know, when the sun turns off or whatever, and you're left in the cold, lonely dark. Will your NFTs be worth anything? No, you can't even say they were worth the experience of it. It was just a thing, and it was like digitally coded.
No, because I've definitely seen, like, with NFTs, like, people are just making like avatars. They're changing them up a little bit and fucking just sell them. Like, I remember there's that store.
Sell memes. They sell dumb animals.
Just like, oh man.
One of the Paul brothers got in trouble because it seemed like his weird NFT things which was tied to a new weird cryptocurrency he made. It was just rip-offs of somebody else's funny meme image NFTs. Nobody's selling NFT trading cards yet, though. Thank God.
What was my fucking millionaire Tirabit? Now I'm curious.
I think you've only ever played Gartic Phone on stream.
Maybe I'll think of that and make it a Tirabit banhammer sticker or something.
Be gone. Smash.
Gotta smash. So, with that...
Now post it doth offend my eyes, get thee hence.
Get thee to a moderator. Bite my thumb at thee. So, where was I? Ah, yes. So, we are on the last one. And let me click read. And it's a couple paragraphs.
And it has a sub-reply, because this person forgot they can edit. At least I'm pretty sure you can edit your own community posts.
I'm sorry, Past Lucky's hilarious to me, okay?
Well, this is the beauty of saying so much shit you don't remember what you said, is occasionally people dig stuff up and you're reminded. Like, mostly I just see people just, every single time somebody mentions something about writing, Lear digs up the "world builds loudly" quote from God knows how long ago. Definitely last year, at least. And I'm like, okay, alright. I clearly need to make new jokes so you remember different things. But, like, some other times we dig up other bullshit and I'm just like, oh yeah, that happened.
No, So yeah, Architect just pulled out what we call a lucky quote, and I'll read it out loud. I think it flows. So this is lucky. This is me saying something at 9:31 p.m. Doesn't give me a date, but it says, "No, I need lucky bonk emotes, and I'm gonna name it something ridiculous like if balance wasn't the answer, I'm not using enough of it. I'll figure it out. Just gonna be Tirabit holding a bloody back. You all die." I was probably spicy about something.
Well, it was probably something we wanted people to, shut up about or whatever. And then we
Probably.
were like, how do we communicate this? Bonking.
Bonk. But yeah, no. I have said this. I will make a tyranny bonk. I mean, there's a 75% chance I was saying it to either Vesper, Robin, or Dallas. Usually those three. I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of people, when I don't like what they say, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just block you and move on. But I continue to tolerate these other nerds, and I don't know why.
It's because most of the time they're entertaining. I get fighty with Dallas a lot. It's because Dallas is one of those rare people who is like, my opinion is my opinion, and I don't give a shit if you like it. I will say how I feel. And I'm like, okay, Dallas, at least I can appreciate that. I hope you understand that your thoughts do not universally apply to other people. And usually he's like, yes, but. And I'm like, all right, okay, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah. It's like Robin and Vesper know they're fucking gremlins. But
Robin was born in the gremlin, molded by it. He didn't see outside the sewer until he was already a man. That's the other thing I can do. Shitty memes, breaking a song. We're just delaying the inevitable because this person has a fucking, technically like 4-paragraph question.
Dug it up! Did I draw that?
Yes, Lucky the Lewd, that's you. You drew that in response to the prompt, God smites the salt. Thanks for that view on our old Gartic phone stream.
Wow.
That will definitely not cascade into like 30 views by the time I get back to YouTube. We have an anime power hour that got like 200 views in the last 30 days again, Lucky.
Why?
I don't know. All those animes are fucking old. I don't know. But it just sits there lurking in our like top videos section. I'm like, YouTube, what the fuck? Help me out here. Go,
no, don't!
Circulate these views to my new videos, not to my old shit we don't care about.
The only reason Power Hour exists is so we can reference it.
Yeah, the only reason Power Hour exists is because we aren't afraid or ashamed by it. We just think it's bad.
Okay. Well, I actually need to get through this.
Yeah. There's some stuff.
Okay. Alias Ilarat, who wants to do Cold War Zombie Esther eggs, but my squad is busy. See, I think that's my other big problem with like a lot of like big multiplayer games. You gotta have the squad. Having randos, it sucks. Question. You have the ability to buff 2 of Geronimo's. Wait, Jerry Emo. Is that quotations S?
Yes, this is the Iliarat one.
With 2 secondary buffs, what do you add and what skills would you add it to? Comment. Semicolon.
They're both semicolons, Lucky.
They are.
Even though that's not how semicolons work. Oh, there's no fucking way this can turn into the longest Let's Talk. That won't happen. You need a story release for that. We can faff really good. That's nothing compared to us describing every beat of a story in FGO and how it made us feel emotionally devastated. That's where the views are, baby.
Oh. Personally, I would add a 2-hit evasion to his third skill, the quick up, and a 20% tack up on his first, the buster up. Personally, I fit. Did you do personally in consecutive second? Wow.
Yeah, that's not grammatically incorrect, but your writing teacher would absolutely get on you for redundant word use.
Yes.
You're supposed to alternate your words better.
Yeah, like, for the second line, you should have started with, in my opinion. I feel like making his skill party-wise would not make... I feel like making his skills party-wise... Wise? Party-wide. Okay, hang on. Oh god, I feel like I actually do need to break out a red marker for this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. I can't tell how much of this is deliberate or not, but like, what the fuck? No, you're doing an illiterate theme. Please stop that. You're killing us. Because we have to, like, solve the cipher of your bullshit.
Let me see. Where was I? Making his skill party-wise will not make him any more usable. Like, who is like, oh boy, a one-turn color buff, this is true. I feel like this needs some commas!
Also needs quotation marks. This is a quote. You were hypothetically quoting somebody.
One-turn color buff, this is truly the best 3-star support. Generally, he would be probably be used as Gouda Poster Girl support or Gong Animo. Have a nice week and have fun with my grammar mistakes. No. You may not want to read this aloud. Too bad, buddy. Oh no, excuse me. Aloud.
Nights aloud.
Let's see here. An idea for motivation to make people become patrons and vote you could be the real life lore of a servant. Have the Patreon people vote on the servant like once a week.
Don't we just do this for Wanted?
Mostly? Well, we do it for SSRs, but...
Yeah. Well, they have a follow-up on that.
I mean, a real quick history. I'm not saying give Wanted levels of effort every week. That'd probably be a lot of work. No,
Come say, come sa.
In my haste, I've forgotten to word in the question. You have the ability to buff 2 of Geronimo's skills with 2 secondary buffs. What do you add and what skills do you add it to? Feel free to read the question aloud if you want. Also, I know the question should have question major parts, but this week's illiterate theme was spelling in the... Well, you are doing this on purpose!
Correct.
Okay, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this.
So it's in a completely unrelated hypothetical discussion, unrelated to whatever that was, because it clearly didn't make sense in our language. We have done Servant Spotlight before, which has included, commentary about specific history or myths and legends of servants. We've also done, Welfare Corner on, spotlighting mechanics of servants. We could do that as another patron poll. I don't know if I'd want to run it weekly, just because I'm forgetful. Sometimes I don't start the patron polls for the month until 2 or 3 days in. I would hate to do the mailbag equivalent of setting a poll and then having it be a poll on Thursday for Friday sometime,
Mm-hmm.
But we could definitely do that monthly in addition to fan servant stuff or Teach Me, especially if Teach Me runs out of juice. Nobody really suggested any good ones, so we might run out of juice. I don't know.
I'm still unsold on Aozaki Skelegrams, but that could just be fucking character lore, honestly.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not opposed to that. That'll probably go up number 2 because spoilers actually, Mage Family won. It was a near ass thing, but with 18 votes total, one of the named Mage Families / clans won with 56%. So that means the Sion / Melty-Blood discussion is left open. So that might then be Sion versus Aozaki Sisters. That might be November, and then whatever one doesn't win will be December, and then it'll be a new year, and I'll either have new things or I won't. Maybe we can do a Servant Spotlight thing then to talk a little bit about these characters, and then either take suggestions from patrons or straight up poll the patrons. I don't know. I like the idea of content polls being accessible to patrons as well as early access, just because it kind of one, it narrows the pool. You know that the people who are answering these questions are literally invested in your content.
Mm-hmm.
We could also do I'm not so averse to statistics that I couldn't say do a YouTube membership poll and then also do a patron poll and then collate the results. Good old statistics.
I feel like the Patreon votes would have to be what's the word? Not necessarily worth more, but
I could weight them because the patron poll voting tier is worth twice as much as our membership tier on YouTube.
Yeah.
Straight up facts. It's $2 for a membership and it's $5 to vote in polls. I mean, I could make the patron polls on Patreon $1, but then it's kind of unfair the other way. We'd work it out. Or I could just do it exclusively on Patreon. I think half our YouTube members are also patrons anyway, if not more than half.
Also, it's definitely not be too much work. Do you know how often I just randomly get into fucking lore holes?
No, lore holes are easy. Wanted's major effort is collating all the 4 segments, and that includes graphics package, thumbnails, and then editing me recording this for 20 minutes, which I've talked about this before. My usual rule of thumb is audio editing usually takes anywhere between 2 to 3 times the amount of time to edit as it took you to record. So if I record a 20-minute video, we're talking about something that's, 40 minutes to an hour to just edit the audio, let alone splice that together and turn it into a video with video assets and everything. So, that's not a super long line of work. You just have to have the amount of time to string together to do. But actually just writing my real life nonsense rambles, that's not hard. I just do research. I can do research online, or I can do research from my own libraries sometimes for some characters. I got fucking mythological dictionaries and taxonomies on my shelf. So yeah, that's not an awful idea. patrons, people who might potentially be patrons, shout us out if you're interested in those kinds of things. I have always liked the idea of the patrons being involved in content a little bit, asking them for suggestions, pulling them into stuff. So, I'm open to the idea. I'm also open to getting more money. Listen, I got shit I want to do. I talked about this on Fail Portrayal. I'm probably going to be doing Fail Portrayal streams more regularly if I can and just buckle down and do them because they get views and they get stuff. But part of that is because I want to do some bigger stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh, which means buying bigger boxes. But some of this shit's expensive. Like buying a display case of the next gold set to come out. That's going to be a set with more of those shiny gold rares. You've got some of those Dragon Maids in Lucky. So I'd love to buy a display box of that. Those are expensive. That's like $150, and I would probably get it through my usual online store and PayPal that out in 4 payments, which is only like 30 something. It's not strictly straight up $40, I don't think yet, but it's 30 something. I don't remember.
Wait, what is this display box?
It's called the display box. It's basically you buy what a store would throw out as the display with the sub boxes in it.
Oh, okay.
So you basically get a shitload of boxes at once. And it's full of the booster packs, as opposed to like buying a single box, which you would normally like when you're at your store, you would normally like pick up 1 or 2 boxes, check it out, whatever.
And how much is that?
It's about $150, and it's quite a few boxes worth of sets. You like I said, divide that up through like PayPal paying for. That's like $37.50 every couple of weeks. That's not gonna break my bank, but it's definitely the kind of thing where I'm like, I'd love to have a nice cushion because, like I said, our monetization hasn't been super slipping, but views and subs have been lower. We've actually bled out a small handful of subs over the past couple of weeks. I understand FGO's not doing anything. So I'm like, I'd love to have a little reassurance that people are still here for the content. Plus, if I was to actually buy one of these giant-ass boxes, I would probably want to figure out a camera and stream it, too. Just because I feel like, especially if the audience was helping me, if not directly pay for it, because obviously all our payments are delayed, make me feel financially comfortable in making this investment, I'd like to pay them back with something directly. And I think just, honestly, the more we do stuff, Lucky, while I like tighter videos and smaller content like Wanted, because that's easier to edit and add a little spice on, I'm also really learning to love just sometimes being like, now fuck it, I'm just going to stream. We're just going to hang out for like 3 hours and you're going to see everything long form. Fuck it.
It does seem like people do like big content.
Well, also it does seem like YouTube likes it better when our hours are long, so we can get lots and lots of watch time out of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, some of our videos, no matter their length, have it like last week's pregame video did not necessarily do super better than the previous week's video, even though it was a little bit longer, I think. But that may also just be that people weren't searching Saber Wars II yet. You never know. I haven't checked since the news broke if it's doing okay. But if you missed it, go back and watch last week's episode. What nonsense did I call it? LE Force 5 Rank Saber Wars 2 pregame. Okay, it broke. Okay, so it has done better than the previous one, the one with the old school thumbnail, because Lucky hurt his shoulder. It broke 1K. I'm gonna guess that's probably riding on a wave of people searching Saber Wars 2. It was doing a little sluggish before. But the definitely we've slipped into Let's Talk FGOs usually do around 1K as opposed to around 2K, but that's again because there hasn't been any fucking news, of course. Like our episodes about like Lotto and stuff and farming QP are all like 1,500, and then the 6-year anniversary one was well over 2K, which is our nice and comfortable zone. I hope you guys don't mind a little inside baseball, but I've never been super obfuscated about this shit. I like to let you know how we're doing so that you know that sometimes when I ask you to like invest a little more time and possibly a little more money in us, you understand where I'm coming from. Well, looks like that since I switched the name. Nobody liked the Galaxy Brain joke, so I switched the name of today's Yu-Gi-Oh! To My Glorious Overlord. That seems to be doing better. If you've ever wondered, by the way, why after like 6 to 12 hours a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video title change, it's usually because it's not doing good, and I think of a better joke later. I'm like, people didn't like that joke. Let me find something else. We're getting also more and more views all the time on Star Wars. Exercise Restraint has like 41 views.
Oh, wow.
I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire has already hit its usual cap views in like 24 hours at 23.
I do know a couple people have been talking about watching it. I know Aaron's been talking about he's actually caught up.
Yeah. Dallas talked about how he was actually near caught up when we were catching up during our slumps, where we forget to post episodes because we're morons.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the backlog is technically through. I just have to write a description and post it. I just don't want to flood the channel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to distract people. But yeah, we could, if you're interested in that kind of polling for like more real life stuff about servants, talking about what their basis in the histories and the other stuff is, folklores, let me know. Let's see. I already gave our spoiler review about the monthly topic poll for Teach Me Omega for October. Mage Families has one out. That was actually got some back and forth. A nice, robust 18 votes. Shocking nobody, though. Fanservant Friday. I greatly appreciate you guys are going to love this because I'm a huge nerd about this stuff. Is that it was a spook one, and Helen Vaughn Foreigner won with 50% of the vote. Looks like the rest of the votes were pretty evenly split between Mina Harker and King Laokan. No votes for Lakusta of Gaul. Sad. Sag face.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, you guys don't want to hear about Nero's goth BFF? Her best friend? Who murders? What's wrong with you? Too late, the poll's closed. If you didn't think of it in that direction until I told you, too late, poll's closed. All votes final. All sales final.
Oh, they banging.
Yeah, that would probably work. I was just thinking more like evil bestie.
Yeah! Evil besties be banging!
Nero gets naked and fights lions. There's nothing. I see no errors in Lucky's statement.
Oh, but I think that's it for mailbag, I guess.
Yeah, that's the end of mailbag, and that's the end of the. I basically dovetailed that last one into what I wanted to talk about Patreon, and that's basically everything. It's over. You got to go home. Stop. Get some help.
No.
I mean, raw audio. We managed to stretch this out to be well over 3 hours. That's pretty good. 3:22. I don't think there were a lot of awkward pauses or anything. I mean, I had a couple of beats when Lucky said some stuff. As you do. There were also some times where I was taking my nap leaning against the dresser. It's okay. Some of these questions were long. Lucky gets to take his nap when I do Teach Me and pre-games and shit. I have to talk through pages of notes.
Yes.
But it is after midnight here. Hopefully this edit doesn't take too long, and I'll probably try and keep it simple. But we'll wrap up the show here. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
Please watch What's Up and other stuff we do if you like us. Like, seriously, if you like us, you'll like what we do. This is it. This is just it. There's no, filters or anything. There's no, Let's Talk FGO mode. It's just us, all the way down. I know some people said that they're, intimidated by What's Up, and I'm like, nah, it's fine. First of all, they're not really that much longer than Let's Talk FGO can be. You deal with us for 5 to 6 hours sometimes, allegedly. I know you have time codes to skip around, but ain't nobody doing that in What's Up. But, check it out. It's another way to support us, and you hear more of us talk about stuff throughout the week. All right. Sorry, had to burp. And with that, I am prepared to do the outro. How about you, Lucky?
I'm ready to get out of here.
All right, let's skedaddle. Death approaches. I'm about to skedaddle. And we skedaddle by asking you to like this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Feed the algorithm. Let it know you like us. It'll recommend more stuff we do. You can also leave a comment if you have any comments about any of the stuff we said just then. Any responses to questions. What are your own crackpot theories about Halloween? Put them in the comments below. You can also hit us up on our Discord. That link is, as always, in the video description and on our channel page. Join our Discord. Get access to stickers, emotes, fun stuff. Talk with people about things. See art and the world. It's cool. Join Discord. I also want to make sure to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you are new, so you can always catch our latest videos. Don't rely on YouTube to tell you want to watch this new video. Sub, so you always get our new videos. And streams. And even if you're already subscribed, make sure to hit that bell for notifications so you always know when we post a new video or when we stream. If you want to make sure you catch Wanted at whatever demented hour Omega suddenly realizes he has to make it public, turn on those notifications right the fuck now. Ring that bell. If we were more visually sophisticated, I'd have a little animation for this, but, you know what to do. You're not an idiot. You're not a baby. You can click that bell. Do it. No balls. I understand that being slightly confrontational with the audience sometimes works. But not full confrontational. Anyway, since I talked about you giving us money, I will remind you that you can join our channel memberships by clicking the join button or the link below, get access to membership badges, emotes, and a special once-a-month live chat, a super chat, which is special. You can do that once per month if you've been a channel member for at least 2 months. And the more members we have, the more emotes we can get on YouTube, and you can use those basically anywhere on our channel, including in mailbag, if you want to spice that up. And, of course, like we said at the front of the show, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to this episode in audio format, downloadable for as little as $1 a month, or about $10 a year. At higher tiers, you can access topic polls like we talked about to Fanservant Friday and Teach Me Omega Sensei. You can get access to videos early. You can listen to the show, Let's Talk FGO, get recorded live. And you can get on-air shoutouts and much more, and it really helps us out and supports us. So, with that, we will see you next week for more Let's Talk FGO. I am sure that episode will be full of more stuff, because there'll be a JP live stream. Also, Saber Wars will have started, so it may just be Lucky on stream. I may be dead.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. But be sure to tune into that. Make sure to watch What's Up going live streamed later today on the day this is posted public to YouTube. Check out the VOD if you haven't already. We also stream Mondays. Like I said, hopefully Monday will be the last Kina stream. Even if I have to bust my ass a little bit, skip some collectibles maybe. We'll try and get some plot done. And from there, that should leave us plenty of spook time for Lucky to get started on Alan Wake.
Yeah.
And, yeah, okay, that's the show. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I hope you have a dandy time.
I'm gonna go eat this burrito.
Eat that space burrito.
Burrito!